think this is working. Yes. This stream, I was starting it a little bit ago. The stream is for Shadow, Tasman's kitty cat. Unfortunately, he passed away earlier last night at some point. So this stream is for his kitty cat and him and his wife. So if you get a chance, come on in and, give your condolences and all that, as a kitty cat was part of his family. So tonight I'll be 3D printing a gift for him and his wife for all that. I don't know what else to say about it. Right now it's just finishing up switching colors. As soon as it's done, I'll be printing a fairly large plaque in a way. I don't know what you would call it. Memorial thing. I didn't say his name. I'll show it in a little bit here. If you want to come in and chat, feel free. Let's see. Let me see if I have that up here. This is what I will be making. Let me share the is that it? No. There it is. Oh, wait. Okay. Share this screen. There it is. Hold on, my dogs are screaming. Give me 1 second. What in God's name are you barking at? There's nothing there. Lilo, what are you barking at? Sit. Sit. What are you barking at? No. No, get over here. Sit down. Sit. Go lay down. Go lay down. Get up there, lay down. Get up there, lay down. Down. Okay. Lilo, don't eat your freaking thing. Hey, Copper. That's fine. Let me see if he's... Sorry, I just got a text from a coworker. She's been having a thing with her boyfriend about... Oh, man, it's a lot. Hey, Partridge. The link is in the chat. If you want to come up. I'm waiting for Tasman to come back in. I don't know if he got the thing yet. Let me just flat out call him. Apparently technical difficulties because it's not working right. But anyway, this is going to be for him and his wife. So as you can see from the build plate, it's going to take up most of the build plate. So I would assume it's going to be about that wide. About that wide. It's going to be basically about a circle this length all the way around. But obviously you can see it's in the shape of a heart. So, yeah. That was a god-awful cat right there. No, we can close that. And then right now, in case anyone's interested, right now I'm printing another easel just to clear out the brown. Well, not the brown. What do you call it? The bone white. So it's gonna be a bone white footed pink easel. I don't think I made one this color yet, but eventually.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, I see you there, baby girl. Yeah. So, go lay down with your dang toy. You went for a walk and you went all over the place.
Oops.
Shit. Go lay down.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Partridge.
Are you copper owling me right now?
Who?
Copper you. You've got YouTube playing as well as yeah, you copper owled me. Copper owling me right now.
I did.
Yeah, see there it is again. I heard myself saying it a third time.
That was my bad.
Yeah. Now it's a partridge.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty good about that, but yeah, that was me all day long.
Shush! Rude. No.
Hey, Copper Owl.
Shush. Rude.
Hi, Lilo and Stitch.
Sit.
As you can see, this is our shadow statue.
That's
with
awesome.
The collar. He got hit by a car Wednesday night.
Oh no.
Henceforth, this right here.
Yeah, I just saw that. Now that you're pointing at it, I hadn't paid attention to it. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian.
Yeah. We had a feeling that might happen.
I lost mine a couple of years ago that way. It was awful. And then we just lost one we had for a year. Best cat we ever had. And we're not sure exactly what happened. So that's too bad.
You have to smell his butthole in passing. As soon as he passes, you just follow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like
dog say
comes on. If we want to play, you're sniffing buttholes. Go on. No, go on with your butt sniffing. Go. Get your pig and go. Get your pig. Get your pig.
He's like, we're trying to make you feel better, Dad.
Yeah, go.
Well, she was howling her butt off earlier because
I took him for a WALK.
Yeah.
He was
out. Out.
And, oh my God, she was howling.
Yeah, she was the end of times.
Hey, Silver Scorpion, how are you?
Hi, Silver Scorpion. So right now, as soon as this easel finishes, I'm going to be printing what's on the bed here. Give me a second. Let me hit the right button. This is what I'm going to be printing. Pusa is Tagalog.
Tagalog for
pussy. Tagalog for cat or pussycat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I put because I always heard Brian say, "Call the cat pussy." Right? Where's the pussy?
Yeah.
I put shadow, pussy, Lytle. But it didn't look right.
No, it didn't.
So I changed it. I was like, what was the nickname that Imelda would say to the cat. Well, I don't know if she say pussa or pusa.
Pusa.
Okay.
It's my Pusa.
Cast it in metal.
Yeah, I agree. Silver Scorpion, 100%. Get that done in silver. After you do the 3D print, then you could take the 3D print and have someone mold it. You use that as a mold.
It's a big P.
It's big.
Did you see her just sneaking in here?
Oh yeah. Those two are ridiculously cute. My dog, if I was upset right now, he would do that. He just wouldn't leave you. If I'm upset or I'm off, he will not leave me alone. I think it was from something you mailed me.
I don't even know what happened to mine. I guess it went to crap. Yeah, I'm just waiting. This is almost done here. It's been going for a fat minute. Oh, I had a no-show. Thanks, you bastard. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I had a demo. Hey. Oh, well. I'll take a demo. Sorry. I just got a message from... Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. Silver Scorpion was talking to Copper Al. Yep.
Almost.
She snuck in behind you again.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's Stitch.
Oh, what an idiot. Okay, but what an idiot.
That's part of being busy. It's not necessarily a bad thing, Silver Scorpion, but I hear you. When you get crazy, it's like you want to go do those things and what you used to be able to do because you were, I don't want to say bored, but you weren't so busy, Now you're not. You're nonstop. You're just literally nonstop.
Like, I really want this to finish so I can get this thing started. I want to see this the full size of it. Like,
yeah.
I get an idea about the build plane. The size.
Is that the size of your build plane right there? Is that what we're looking at?
This is what it's saying is the build plane is the standard.
That's a good size.
So I mean, it's not gonna. That's why I say it's probably gonna be about as wide as this, like all the way around, like as tall as much as this is tall, like the same width as it is tall.
Yeah,
like at its peak.
Look behind you.
Out. Thank you.
Just checking, Dad. See if you changed your mind.
You want to see if they're changing? If they're checking?
They're
Get out.
In the doorway.
Out. Look behind him.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, that's Lilo.
Hold on. Oh, she's watching.
Yeah.
She's not just.
They're adorable.
He's checking. He's walking by. Give him 5 seconds.
Silver Scorpion, that's what I was thinking too. I would have a very hard time doing everything by millimeter just because I never use it.
Out.
Did you really want to put that TIECE?
Hitting the end of my cold here, but my nose is awful.
What I love about the camera is when I see him in the screen, I can just yell out. Don't even have to turn around.
Well, Lilo's at least crashed out on the floor.
Okay, see how all you see is a pair of legs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
that's what I saw sticking out of my stove. Just a pair of legs, just like they weren't moving, but they were just like stuck from the hamster that killed my stove. Stuart. I convert the millimeter to mm, the millimeter to inches, so I know. I have people that order stuff with measurements. I have to convert it from millimeter. I can do that. This is just a. No. Sit. Sit.
My dog's over here sitting down. He's
Don't
making
you huff at me.
noises, huh? He's like, I am laying down. I'm already down.
Anyway,
Stitch
stay.
is a camera hog. Lilo, no, she doesn't want to be on camera.
There you go. Put Big Boy on there to watch. He can stare them down to keep them out.
They're afraid of
Well,
Big
then
Boy.
I need Copper to come up on camera here.
So am I.
Give him the old. Where is that?
I'm a camera hog.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't Copper Owl. I'm a week behind.
Stitch is checking it out.
Yeah. Well, now.
Hey, Z Rich, how's it going? How are you?
Z Rich. Oh my God. I have to apologize. I found in my car the other day. I don't know. It happened again. I found a package that I need to send out tomorrow for you. It slipped between the seat cushions again, like in my truck.
Again.
This is the second time. I think it's just a giveaway thing, but it's in one of these little things. Right here, it's in one of these little deals, little bubble mailers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, these aren't that thick when you just put one single coin or something in there. It went right down in the seat. So yeah. So Z Rich, I'll try and get that out tomorrow for you. It's already labeled and ready to go. I apparently I had a bigger things with it, and I just thought I grabbed everything that day.
I am Copper Owl. You're right.
So, it's done. Okay. So, wait. Here. You know what? I'm going to put you right there. Let's see if you walk past him. Oh, yeah. Look at him. He's like, oh, God, what is that?
Does he not like it?
No, I don't know.
No.
Let's find out. He won't. If you don't like it, he won't come near it.
Right now, he's measuring his choices. Should I go past the killer thing to make sure Dad's okay?
Yeah.
Or will the killer thing get me before I get to Dad?
So it's kind of, I don't know. It's a very blue.
What's the green on that one?
The what?
That's bone white.
That's the bone white. You're right. Okay.
Where do you see green?
It looked green for a second, but now that I'm seeing that, now that you said bone white, I get it. It probably just my eyes, man.
Sure.
I've got a stuffy head. The last week, everything's off. I'm lucky I can hear you guys.
Will.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says, bud.
When you put cheese,
See, Rich.
did you want to? Oh, someone must be there. Maybe it's Kira coming home. She was over at a friend's house.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Brian, man. I know how hard that is. How your other animals taking it?
We didn't find him till 5 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and he was frozen stiff.
Oh.
The wife found him.
Oh, lay down.
That's too bad.
And of course, she had to come get me because she wouldn't take it. She's really devastated.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
when it happened to us, I didn't watch it happen. In other words, I didn't see the car that did it.
Yeah,
I was on the porch. Took the day off from work for some reason. It's weird. This was a couple of years ago, and I just happened to take the day off of work, sitting on the porch, and I saw a truck slow down, stop in the middle of the road, and move and get out and go to the front of his car. He didn't hit him, but he went to the front of his car, and I see him really delicately picking something up and lightly placing it on the side of the road. And I thought, that wasn't like picking up a piece of garbage and tossing it on the side of the road so he didn't hit it. That whoever was doing that was taking care.
Right.
And so I happened to look around the corner and I see white. We had a pure white cat, and I thought, oh no. And I ran up there and it was within minutes of it happening. He said, I didn't hit him. He said, but we lived on a college street. He's like, the last thing I could imagine was, other people hitting it, going fast. And he said, so I just was trying to put him on the side until someone had a chance to get him. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I sat there the whole time and didn't even realize it.
Well, to give you an idea, it hit him so hard, it broke this.
Yeah.
Whoops. This one, they were just completely snapped off.
Okay.
The bell was gone.
Yeah.
His tag was gone. His collar was on one side of the street, and he was on the other side.
Well, I don't know how to say anything good about that, but I can tell you one thing, and that's that he didn't feel anything most likely.
No, whether he did or not, in our mind, it was just.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yeah, my wife wanted. He's being cremated.
Yeah, that's what we did too.
She goes. I don't want. I mean, we could have, I guess, dug a hole and buried him in our yard, but
I would have. I buried my first one. I
so
was smoked so that day. I put him in American.
For 18 years.
This is how much I loved my cat. I put him in an American flag. I literally took an American flag, put my cat in it, folded it up. I'm over here getting emotional thinking about it. And I sat there and dug a hole as deep as that shovel would go.
Right.
But it was in the summer. This cat that we just recently lost, I mean, it was, 20 degrees out at max. And there was just no digging holes for that. So I just thought, well, we got him cremated. It was the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, it's just the wife said, it's just, I don't want them just to take the ashes, we don't know what to do. They just toss them out.
Yeah.
We're going to toss them. She goes, I want to spread them myself. And I said,
of course. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to get extravagant and get a box. And I'm getting the footprints and a nose print put on a paper.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to put it in a frame.
Never even thought of that. What a great idea. What a great idea. I wish I would have thought of that.
Well, there was a service they offered.
Okay. God, I don't think they did that. Now that you say that, it makes me wonder what was on that box.
So, do you want to see the 3D file? They
didn't have it. I got this. Oops. Yeah. And it was just a little box, but it was a nice little box. But it was had a little tree on it. But yeah.
What?
They handled it really nicely, I have to admit.
When we had to put our dog down, it tore me up, and I wasn't even that fond of the dog. But the vet had a bunch of grads from my alma mater, and they donated $25 to the school in our dog's name.
Oh, that's
very nice.
No, I was wondering the rest in peace. Why did you spell peace P-I-E?
Is it? Do I got it wrong? Is it backward?
It's P-E-A-C-E.
Yeah, like peace, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
the other way is like a piece of pie.
I'm not perfect. What do you want from me?
Well, I was just wondering
if we did that, you'd jump all over us for sure.
That's all right.
Good call, Brian. Where's he at? Hold on. Where's he at over there?
There we go. I was just wondering, and I don't know.
Toot.
Watching.
What's he doing? Ah!
Like a peace dog.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
What are you doing? Oh, what is it? It looks like...
She'll just knock it over.
What are you doing? I said out.
Yeah.
That's an tragic slip.
Yeah. Well, big boy, you tried.
Oh yeah, dude.
You got to print something like some kind of animal. What's he do with squirrels and stuff?
What's that?
Does he go after squirrels and stuff?
No,
they tag teamed a
Oh, you talking about the dog?
Yeah.
Like a peace dollar, yeah.
I was just saying you could build whatever it is they absolutely can't stand and stick that in the doorway. You know what I mean? I could see that driving them nuts.
Well, they're back. They're beating each other up right now. So
oh, there you go. They forgot about you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see them now. They're doing a wrestling match over there. That's so funny.
Well, now it's a wrestling match. He lets her win all the time. He's such a wuss.
My dog will belly up to anything.
You'll see her. I hope to God you see him walking past and her like grabbing behind him, trying to hump him. It is the funniest thing with her chunky fat ass. Look at how big she is compared to him. To see that big, I'm pointing this way at her, but it looks like I'm pointing at the wall. To see that chunky butt, just is just the funniest thing. Anyway, so yeah.
Oh my God, that's fine. Okay, entering the nightly hostage negotiation phase of the day. i.e. putting the kids to bed. That's awesome. So I was watching a thing today, and about
What are you doing in there? Get out.
different filaments, and they have soft filament, and they obviously have extruders that are made for soft filament specifically, But I read one on the ender because I wanted to see if it's possible with an ender to print stuff, with a soft filament. And they say it is, depending on, you have to test it out on the different materials. But I was watching a few different, they have a bunch of videos where they test it for you and tell you which ones print the best, which ones are more elastic than the others, which ones are, And they said the direct drive for their ender cost them $30. It was a direct drive unit that sits on top of the extruder. It was $30, and it allowed them to do some of the soft ones as well. And I thought that might be something, not just on this one, but your next one you may want to look into, because I was thinking to myself, what about you? Anything from shoe soles to phone covers? I mean, you have a...
Oh, yeah. I've already seen the rubber, the soft rubber.
Yeah. That's what I would get into. I would use that probably more than the hard rubber almost all the time.
See, now they've passed it, and big boy means nothing to them. They
did say, however, if you're going to do a lot of it, you're better off getting the soft one for the extruder made for specifically the soft one. They said if you're going to do a lot of it, that's the way to go. But I just thought it was neat.
Someone said that as you extrude, it wears out the hole in the extruder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, when does that happen? Because I've got, how much stuff have I printed? I haven't had one clog issue. I haven't had any issues.
They say the base, how close I don't know how it works. You'd have to say it, but here's your base and your extruder comes down. They say when you're doing soft stuff, you need to raise it or drop this, because if it's pushing it out and it doesn't have time to push it out all the way, that's when you'll have your clogs. So you have to make the difference in height a little bit more when you change designs. And they said sometimes that'll happen with not just that, but different types of hard plastics as well. Different manufacturers can make the difference.
All right, Silver Scorpion. See you later, man. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Silver Scorpion. Have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Sunday, I'll be doing another stream. It'll just be a birthday stream as I actually turn 4,200 years old on Sunday. So come on back, because I'll probably be doing a giveaway at some point in the day. And get out. Not you, my dog. There you go. See? So they don't care about Big Boy anymore. He's worthless.
Yeah.
So, yeah, come on back. And thanks for coming in for tonight. Oh, now they're laying down. Now they've petered out. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. I love the outline of it. Like, just if I could just do the outline and that's it, it looks amazing. But here's the file right here.
Yeah.
Right here. So, as you can see, it says Shadow USA with the quotes.
Yeah.
And then keen eyes will notice something, but if you don't have keen eyes, you
hold on. I gotta zoom in on this here, make it full screen so I can see it, because I know what you mean. Hold on.
The keen eye might be able to notice something.
All right, well, slow down there. I think I saw it just a second ago. Hold on.
No, don't say it out loud. Just if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't.
Oh. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't wait till Brian shows it.
What's up, everyone?
I'm here. I'm aiming at the printer right now.
How you doing?
What are you doing? You better not be sniffing to pee on my freaking DVD thing.
Well, after the amount of times you won't let him in the room, I'd be peeing on DVDs too.
What are you doing?
If you said no to me so many times, I'd be peeing on something.
Right? You're gonna go lift his leg on Big Boy's head.
Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for, like a fire hydrant. He's like, but Dad, I know you must be joking. You're not really serious when you tell me to leave.
What's up, Stitch?
I know you're gonna let me on
He's
your
pretty.
lap.
And the other one.
There's Lilo.
What about me, Dad? I tried to tell him no. I think she looks like a white-tailed doe. Oh my God, I just love her nose. Her nose reminds me of like a white-tailed deer.
Lilo,
Literally, if she were to
Lilo.
start pouncing, I'd be like,
Lilo.
oh my God.
Lilo, 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 Lilo.
She's like, I'm
Because
just
no, I
protecting
don't
you,
want to
Dad,
look at
from
the
Stitch.
camera.
I told him no. He wasn't listening, Dad.
Look at that pink.
Ah, I love it.
Lilo, 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 Lilo.
Oh, give me some belly rubs. Yes.
Chinny chin chin.
My dog's been in heaven this last week because we've both been home. We've both been sick, but she's been home. She's never home, during the day. So he's been coming in, cuddling with me, running in the other room, cuddling with her, running back and forth. Like he's just in his glory right now because he's got both parents home all the time for the last few days.
I have Monday and Tuesday off for my birthday weekend.
Nice.
So Monday or probably Monday or Tuesday, I'm driving out to West Virginia in the Camaro.
Oh, nice.
Why? Just to see if I can break 3 digits.
Well, while you're there in West Virginia, grab some dirt from that river.
I won't be going near that section.
I was gonna say, man, even a pan, a $10 pan, you could go out there and find out if you got gold there.
Like I know what the hell I'm doing.
Doesn't matter. You don't need to. I mean, it's like just watch any video of someone panning. It's so easy.
Based
Try and
off,
find some black
based
dirt.
off what I've heard from Jeremy and a lot of the channels that I do have that are metal detecting and whatnot, that's all they're doing.
What's that,
They're
panning?
literally going to a river, digging some dirt up just to see.
Yeah. Somebody who's really into it, it's every 10 feet in a pattern so that you can see where it gets literally within a few feet. You can go from having a lot of gold to no gold. So it's good to check a lot. But I got to be honest, I'm lazy. I don't test that much.
Give me those cheeks.
But yeah, panning, it started for me with panning.
Give me those cheeks.
Then it went to a sluice box. And then from a sluice box, it went to, well, if I put a motor on that, I won't have to work as many shovels. And then it went from that to, yeah, but then I got to carry down the this and the that and the blah, blah, blah. Now I've got the floats and, the air. So I can go under. It's so addicting, man, once you get into it. And it's not even about, I don't know that I'll ever find all my money in gold back, but prospecting is not for someone who wants to get rich. It's for someone who enjoys it.
But you just happen to get really, really lucky.
Yeah. I mean, there's some places that it's loaded. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if you live in the right spot and you have any kind of sense about you, you're going to find, all it takes is finding the right crack where it's two pieces come together.
So what are you going to do?
And gold will find its way to the
big
bottom.
Old chunky nugget like this big of gold.
It's possible. I mean, it is still out there. You just have to.
The chances are slim to none.
Really slim that you'll find them.
But
hold on a second. Hold on, Brian. Could you explain to these guys because I don't think they know who I am.
What do you mean?
Can you explain to them
American Eagle hoarders?
My luck with hunting anything related to silver or precious metal. It has been absolutely ungodly the amount of luck I've had looking since I've started.
Meaning good?
Yeah.
Well, then let's follow you around. Let's see. Let's go get some gold.
Then if you got that, if you're that confident in your luck with precious metals,
I mean, go take a shovel.
I would suggest you dig a couple of holes while you're in West Virginia.
Heck yeah.
And pull and prove us wrong.
Send that bag of dirt with the thing to me, and I'll tell you if you got gold out there. You know what I mean? I'll pan that out for you right live. We can do it live, and I'll show you what you got out there.
When it gets to when it gets to nicer weather,
Yeah.
it's supposed to snow at some point. Like it's
Oh.
supposed to, like today it snowed a little bit.
Really?
And, yeah, just a little. It was like 20 minutes.
I don't
And
Yeah,
know.
I'm done with snow. I'm going to desert.
yeah. So
I'm feeling the same way.
it hold on now. It's supposed to snow some point.
It's
in the-
36, so I guess it could.
Yeah, you only need 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna get down to the 20s tonight here.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh, pardon me,
It's been
sir.
cold all day today and cloudy. And I thought I'd be able to see the Aurora Borealis because that's what they were saying. Hey, we're going to be able to see the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
I was up at 5 o'clock this morning and my time.
Yeah.
And I'm tell you right now, there was clouds overhead. So we weren't seeing anything.
Do you guys watch Brian Wilder at all? He does dredging up north, like where I'm at, but then also now he's doing it in Bering Sea Gold. He actually does it on the show. He goes to the Alaska, chicken in Alaska. He does the Arizona in the winter so he can stay warm basically. And but he was out in Alaska the other day and was showing the Aurora Borealis, and I mean it was just green, just changed right. I mean he was filming it. It was amazing.
No.
Really cool to watch.
So the company that I work for got bought out.
Yeah.
Well, the company that bought out the company that I work for got bought out by an even bigger company that is global.
Wow.
They've got they've got more factories here in North America than they do in the other countries.
Yeah.
But
Real quick,
Yep.
Sunday, 40% chance of snow, a high of 45, a low of 34.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting snow.
Rain.
I know
I was
Ohio
prospecting
Valley
on the
enough.
1st of January this year.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was in the river up to like just below my waist, about my waist, probably a little lower, or and that was the 1st of January this year. It's the only time I went. It's still warming up. So you're gonna print this thing? Are we printing this thing? Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What
Color?
Other than a heart.
It's printing right now.
What color are you doing?
Pink.
Pink. Okay.
Pink. I know it's not breast cancer or anything like that, but
No.
I thought red was too dark.
Yeah.
And I figured with the pink, it's like pink is love,
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. That's good.
And I figured black would you wouldn't see the word shadow pusa.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. And right now it's
Damn it, Leo, get out of here. Like Jesus.
I swear someone just walked on my porch. Hold on.
How you doing, Brian?
All right. So you know why he's doing that thing?
Who's doing all that?
Go down.
you know what
Can
they
you
don't
hear me?
like?
Outside.
You know what the dogs don't like? They hate this thing.
No, do you
You
know why he's doing that?
Because they're barking.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
talking
talking
about why they're doing the print.
Oh no, I came in and you guys are
You
chit-chatting
notice
away.
this, right? This,
Okay, that's cool. Oh, the dog tags. Animal tags.
it's for the cat. Our cat got killed on Wednesday night.
That's cool.
They don't like
I got hit by a car. We found him at 5 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, frozen stiff.
I don't know. I can barely hear you because it got doggies barking and a lot of clanging metal back there.
His cat got hit on Wednesday.
That
Wednesday night.
sucks, brother.
Wednesday night, yeah,
Sorry to
his
hear
cat
that.
Shadow. So that's his collar, and it was put on. That's his 3D version of the cat, and then that's why they were going to be doing this 3D heart with the cat on it that says the Pusa. It was what his wife calls the cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It was hard to
Tagalog
hear
for-
him with the dogs.
That's Pusa's Tagalog for cat.
When you
Yeah.
say Tagalog, I've never heard of that before. What's Tagalog?
Philippines.
Philippines. Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
Oh, you've probably never seen my wife, have you?
I only once, I think, when she walked through.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, she's Filipino.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Be beautiful. I thought it was your. That's why I was joking with you that time about your granddaughter. I was like, "Is that your granddaughter?" And he's like, "It's my wife." Oh,
Believe me, some guy one time we were at the store and this guy asked her, "Is that your dad?" Oh my
Yeah.
God. And she started, and I was like, whoa, what the heck was, man, she just chewed his ass out one
Oh, yeah.
side and down the other.
See now, when that's happened to me, Brian, usually the girl laughs hysterically because I'm the old, that's like twice in my life I've dated somebody that's like really young in comparison to me. Both times it was like we went to go get alcohol or something, and they were like, something about your father, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and they were like, they laughed
I've
hysterically.
been in that position.
Yeah, she got really upset about that.
Well, I suppose it's we're not the ones who are supposed to. We're thank God we're not birds. If we were birds, we'd be in trouble, man. People like Will would be beating us out.
I was with my girlfriend at the time at Hot Topic, and I was gonna get her address, and the girl at the store says, "Oh, your dad's getting this for you." And I had the same. It wasn't as long, but I still had the same.
on the couch.
I had a goatee, and
Get on the couch.
it is what it is. But I thought it was better than heck.
I mean, I'm 19 years older than she is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Where's my
I was
fist?
with my dad and my grandmother. My dad's dad was 20 years older than grandma when they had their first kid together.
Wow.
And that was back in the late 50s, early 60s.
My fiance is 11 years older than me, which I thought are younger than me, which I thought was really well till meeting Brian. Now I've
always
really got nothing on anything.
Like Grandpa Lane.
trying to set Will up
There you go.
with our
What's
niece.
that?
With your niece?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no kidding.
You heard his name.
Say what now?
How old is she?
Oh God. I think mid-20s. I think I'm not even sure.
There you go.
I think what he's trying to say is they like the older gentleman.
Well,
We're
smart.
more stable.
That's right.
That's exactly
Well,
right.
and there's
I'm an
something
older
to do with
gentleman, and I
Filipino
ain't
women.
really
They
that stable, so
they age like fine wine. They've God, I think it's the Asian in them, and even people from Japan or people from. It just seems like they're always 20 years younger than they are. Women. I mean,
well, it's just like with African Americans, they get the same way.
Yeah.
I had a guy on my pool team. His name Dwayne, and he was a security officer, cop type person, and I asked him, I said, "Dude, how old are you?" And I thought he was in like his late 20s, early 30s. No, he was older than me.
Yeah.
He
Well,
was pushing
makes
50.
it worse. is that people look at my wife and they think that she's in her late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks after I turned 64, she turns 45.
Yeah.
And she still looks like she's in her early 30s. So they're looking at this old man with this young girl.
Yeah. I don't call it old man. I call it distinguished and mature.
Mature.
You know,
Mature.
Way
Not manure.
beyond
I wouldn't
mature.
worry about it. Fact of the matter is,
I
there's
don't.
nothing to complain about there, man.
I don't even care.
No, either way, I wouldn't either.
I
I
shaved
mean,
this off. I can go back to my teens myself.
if I were to shave, I wouldn't go back to teens. But you guys would probably be like, okay, well, he looks like 45.
And
This
I'm
right here
Will's-
makes me
I'm
look like
Will's
60
age
or
this year.
whatever, but
You know, they've got dye for beards. You know, they can.
I don't mind the
dye.
gray. I don't mind the gray.
Why?
You know, my grandmother did her hair for years, and I thought, man, when is this woman
Own
ever
it,
going to
you
get
earned it.
gray? And then she had dementia, and she forgot to dye her hair, and she had the most beautiful white hair. I mean, I am talking pure white hair. And I thought, my goodness, I'm like, if I could have white hair like that, I'd be proud of that. I mean, I'd be proud of that. That's there's
the
something to
thing.
be said about that. I mean, she had
It's a
beautiful
rite
hair.
of passage.
Wow, yeah, you know.
Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of white right there.
I kept my first gray hair. I hang it on my Christmas tree every year. My ex gave it to me.
I got a picture.
Stressed
Of
me right
me.
out. Gave me a white hair.
I got a picture of me, my stepdad, my brother, and my two brothers. And I asked people, I say, who's the older, other than the old man in the back corner?
Yeah.
Out of the three others, who looks older? And every one person that I've showed that picture to points to my brother.
And he's
You're
I'm
the
young.
older.
2 years older than he is.
Yeah. See, I wish that was the case with me, man. When I had long hair, before I started losing my hair, I looked a lot younger. But then when my grandmother went in the nursing home and I was taking care of her, and we were in and out of the nursing home, my father would come to visit. And when he and I stood together, the nurses assumed we were brothers. That's just showing how much that's putting me how old I look in comparison. My dad is what, 70 something, 71, something like that. And we look like brothers in their eyes. They thought we were brothers, you know what I mean? Of course, he's fit and everything else, and I'm like looking like I'm old, and I've always looked older than I was, always.
Yeah, me too.
But
I mean, I had a full beard when I was 13.
yeah, see, I don't know what year I started growing my.
but
I just remember
My
I picked
brother
up
has-
alcohol for people before,
my brother could pass off as an Amish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had the full on Amish beard. Like you could you see how thick my goatee is
Yeah,
versus the side of my face.
yeah. That's
There's
how me
hair.
I am too.
It's all hair here.
Yeah.
To where my fingertips at.
Yeah.
But you can see how you can see the skin.
Sure.
It's thin.
Yeah.
My brother's is full on all the way
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hair
Well-
goes all the way up here.
See, mine used to. It's funny, when I shaved a lot, it tended to go up further. It was much thicker. When I kind of stopped doing all that and just started using a trimmer here and there, and then I even stopped doing that lately, it got thinner. And I don't know why exactly. It kind of happened the same time my hair started losing my hair, and it kind of all happened at once. I don't know. Will's going to be out there friggin', he'll be the same way. He'll be like, looking 35 or so when we're all like looking 75.
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Will I be doing? Why would I be looking?
You'll be looking young. I don't know, because you look younger. You look like I wouldn't guess you were, what are you turning, 50 or something? 40, 42?
72. I'll be 72 next week.
There's 72. That's what it was.
Sunday.
I wouldn't guess that though necessarily off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Like I look at me, I feel like I'm 50 something is what it looks like. At least.
It's gray. I'm
And-
telling you, it's the gray that ages you. I mean, yes, you might.
It
Like,
may.
I like it. It's distinguishing. It just
Yeah.
ages you too. So
Yo, I'm sure. Yeah.
you gotta take the you gotta give one or the other. It's kind of like horsepower and torque. You can't.
That's why
do
it
just
doesn't matter
one.
to me. It doesn't matter how old I look. Honestly, at this point, I've kind of I just hang out with my fiance. She makes me look older, but I feel younger. So that's all that matters.
That's it.
You know,
I don't know.
I'm not
I'm a
too
big kid at heart, so that's probably why I held my age back a little bit in the face. Except for these wrinkles, man. Look at these. They go all the way up to here.
I have one hair somewhere in here. I can't really feel it off
the Homer Simpson.
It's this is how far my hair used to come back to. My hair, I had hair down on my butt 10 years ago. And it used to come down like a Superman, like right there. I mean, it was like right to one spot. Everything went away right to here, except for one curly hair that I have to go in there and cut off or shave off or do whatever because it pisses me off. That I keep seeing it and I'm like, that's where my hair used to go to. It pisses me off.
Why don't you look at Bosley, man? They do the transplant.
I thought about that when I first started losing it. I was really starting to lose my mind. I had long hair, I had beautiful hair, and it drove me nuts when I wasn't growing it back. It was like, what is my back of my hair? I could still grow long locks, curly, but the rest of it will not come back. And then I decided I'll shave it all the time. So I used to shave my head all the time, all summer long. And then after I got my neck injury, it was weird. My skin started having reactions to stuff, so I can't shave my head right now. It's the weirdest thing.
You have dry scalp?
It's not. It's like they call what is it? Psoriasis. But
if it's only on your scalp,
if it's no, it's all. I have it everywhere. Ever since the accident, it was like I started getting it everywhere. And
do you have any on your arms?
Yeah, I have it on. Right now, it's not too bad. I've been using the pine pitch stuff, but I have it on my elbows a little bit, my back. I have it on my shoulder, my head.
Is it plaque psoriasis?
Everywhere? Huh?
Is it actual psoriasis?
Yeah, I mean it's like chunky. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Is it red underneath?
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as some.
Like, is it like patches of like it doesn't have to be circular, but like patches of red with dry, hard skin on top of it?
Pretty much, but I don't get a lot of the redness except for on my head. I do have it on there, like I don't know if you can see it, but I do have it on my head like that. And I use this pine pitch something or other, and that stuff does tend to help. Pine tar or something does help a little, but when I first went to the doctors, they were like, "Oh, we need to put you on 18 different meds and a light therapy," but the light therapy was like $1,500 a week, so I couldn't do it.
That crap. It looks like that.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me look. That actually looks like the same stuff. It's just mine's in a tube.
That looks like axle grease.
I thought it looked like earwax.
Yeah, this is what
it smelled. Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
this one's actually like mine's
I thought I had
like that.
I thought I had psoriasis, so I got this stuff. Doesn't do nothing for me.
This mine's really. If you look, it's really wet.
Yeah, see, this is just like it's just thicker stuff, but
it does work good. Except, I mean, when I say
good, not for me but I don't have psoriasis. So I guess if it works for you, then you probably have psoriasis.
I mean, it works better than any of the other kinds that I've tried, but nothing really works all the way. You know, like I said, when I worked before, man, I had bald. I can show you pictures. I have a beautiful head. My head was shiny. Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden after that, it was like something changed in my immune system when I hurt my neck. And after that point, they don't put the two together, but that's when it happened. Exactly when I hurt my neck, everything went haywire in my system. And so all of a sudden I started getting those.
Well, you got a lot of nerves in your neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish they'd do that. No one will ever look at my situation and be like, oh, it's connected. I've lost every case that I was involved with it.
You ain't asking enough questions and you ain't going to enough doctors.
Oh, dude, I've been to like 17. I've been to so many doctors. They just, here's what they say. It could have something to do with the incident. It might have something to do with the accident. Might, maybe could, but not does.
Hold on. Let me pause the both of you there. Practice of medicine. That's why they cannot say for sure. It's a practice. That's why it's.
Yeah, but unfortunately, my insurance company wants something a little more definitive to mark down that, there's a reason why I can't feel my hands, my feet, my arms. They're trying to tell me I have carpal tunnel and ulnar nerve damage. I never had any issues with my hands, my arms, nothing before the day of my neck injury. The second I hurt my neck, I can't feel my hands anymore. I can't. I mean, I drove truck. You know what I mean? Loaded all my own trucks. I worked 15, 16-hour days. Never had an issue. The day that
because everything is connected to our spinal cord.
Of course it is. Yeah.
You know, it's you mess with your neck.
So you know what to do. You go to a doctor, a nerve, whatever, spinal cord doctor,
neurologist is what I've been seeing. Yeah, a couple different ones.
Well, I wouldn't say a neurologist because they mostly deal with just the brain.
Well, they use nerves.
Like
it's
a
all
spinal
nerves.
cord, like a
orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah, I mean that's who did my
an orthopedic specialist to have them try and diagnose why you have numbness.
Yeah.
Don't tell them anything about the accident. Just
yeah, that was the problem.
I want to see what you can figure out without telling you anything.
Too late.
What can you tell me?
Too late. 3 years ago. I mean, they've already done the surgery. I blew my discs out in my neck.
Hey, John Francis, how you doing? Welcome.
I blew out disc 5 and 6, and they replaced it with cadaver ones, and they basically
What up, John?
they took somebody else's dead bone and put it in there. And,
MacGyver's cadaver bone.
I don't know. I just know it. You know, according to them, everything's where it needs to be.
I'm getting back at you. Well, I'm getting back at somebody. I said, wait, where is it? Right? I said PIEC, P for peace instead of peace, like peace dollar. You said cadaver instead of cadaver.
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Like MacGyver. Somebody MacGyvered you with a cadaver.
Oh, gotcha.
You waving the white flag there, King Metal?
When I get out of surgery, I had like this paperwork that said if you'd like to be in touch with the person that donated their bones for this, here you go. And it gave me their name and their all their info. And I just figured I'd wait a little while because whoever died just died. and I felt like they might be happy about it eventually, knowing that helped save me in some way. But at the same time, I didn't want to be saying that within days or even a month of them dying. So I figured I'd wait a while. I do have their information still, and I should write them eventually. But yeah, nothing's been right ever since.
Small window.
Have
a small window to harvest organs and
that's what I figured. That's why I figured I'd wait.
It's not. And by the time a full day is gone, you pretty much lost most of it.
Yeah. I couldn't honestly tell you when. I know it's all in my file, but I don't remember. I didn't spend a lot of time looking. Kind of freaked me out in the beginning. I didn't realize they were putting other people's parts in my body. I'm glad they did, but you know, it's all
my son
together.
My son at the DMV wasn't expecting
the
question about do you want to be an organ donor.
Is anybody else hearing his microphone is breaking up?
Yeah, your microphone is breaking up. Yeah.
Yeah,
your microphone is just going.
It's like almost like it's like loose or something.
Crackling as you speak.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sound better now.
Does he?
Let me change it.
Oh, he crackled right when he first started talking.
How about that?
Try it again. Can you say something? Can you sing us something? And
hold on, everybody.
Hell no, I won't.
You're so delayed right now.
Yeah, it is weird. It's almost like a delay.
You look like a Japanese martial art film.
So, you will fight me. You right after this.
Talk to big boy. Much nicer.
Yes.
Much better.
What up?
We have far too much fun.
Well,
someday our grandkids are going to look back at this and be like, "You guys were so ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous."
Hoot might be a good name for this. Ridiculous.
You sound good now. Yeah, you sound good. I just heard you. You're on.
Okay.
Maybe you just need to.
So I was saying, video posted tonight. Copper Owl.
Who did?
Silver Scorpion.
I was asking him about that, and he didn't.
Oh, he just wrote it.
I
Yep.
didn't see
Hey, Copper
anything.
Alcorns, the video posted tonight on my channel.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll go see that. If it's a shout out, send me the link in an email, please. That's one of the
What do you want,
things that
baby
needs to be
girl?
done to be fully entered. So
What do you want?
anyway, I was saying I took my son to the DMV get his license on Wednesday,
Yep.
and he was not expecting the question about being an organ donor.
Okay.
No.
So he was just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just like, son, if you're a vegetable,
Yeah.
and you're not going to be with us anymore,
Doesn't matter.
you've got 2 kidneys.
Yep.
You can save 2
Well, it's
people
not just
without-
that. It could be anything. Like for
It
me,
could be
it was
Maybe
someone's
OC.
phone.
I can't give anybody my kidneys because they're less than 100%.
Right. Yeah. Same. Yeah. Probably same with me. But it could be anything from a bone to an eye to a
Even bone marrow.
Yep.
so many different things. Whatever they can. To me, that's the first thing I look forward to making sure that every time I get my license renewed.
Now the funny one was
the biggest organ of all, right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Hello, Misha.
The funniest one was when they asked him about selective service.
Yeah.
He didn't realize that at 18 you are required to register for selective service, right?
Right. Yeah.
So they ask him, do you want to register for selective service? He's like, yeah. Do you know what selective service is? No. So I just pat him on the back and I'm like, son, if all hell breaks loose, you just join the Army.
I was super proud to do that too, though. When I turned 18, there was a few things I was really ready for. 1, I wanted to vote. 2, I could not wait to be able to be eligible so that if there was a war and they needed me, not that I wanted to go, but if they needed me and it turned into a must situation, certainly I want to go. You know what I mean? I wanted to help, protect my country. Yeah. It was something that I was proud of doing, and I didn't end up having to join. I didn't become a military member, but I was proud of doing that. I remember being 17 going, oh, only 4 more months and I can go sign up for selective service and go. I don't know. I just thought it was the right thing to do. I couldn't wait for it.
When I was turning 18, Desert Storm was erupting.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what this is like. Please don't be a draft.
Well, it's not like I was looking for a draft for sure, but my mom scared the hell out of me, to be honest. I had just seen Top Gun. You kidding me? I was ready. Are you kidding me? I wanted to be a pilot.
Hey,
and then
summer,
my mom's like, if you go in there, you'll die.
The next one releases. Finally.
Now, right now, I told my brother, he's in the military right now. He's in the Army. And I told him, I said, I think I could dance circles around some of the 20-year-olds that are out there. I'm dying to try one of their field courses.
Yeah.
Compared to some of these 20-year-olds. I would love to. Because I went through, you ever seen the ads for for Tough Mudder?
Yeah.
I did that with no problem.
Oh,
I didn't get tired. I didn't get worn out. I didn't get hurt. I didn't die. And they make you sign a death waiver to even join the thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to breathe. If I've got to do something major like that, I better do it in a matter of about 5 minutes, because after that, I'm petering out.
I have way too much energy.
I've got brain energy, but not body energy anymore. I just don't have it.
I'm the reverse.
There's enough country boys in the Midwest that keep joining the military.
I just want to try their fitness.
The course. You're saying basically put me through the boot camp course.
Yeah, just to see if I can how I stack up, because if there was a war,
they must have something
physically,
like that.
I know I could do everything they need me to do. Yeah. I have no ailments to really speak of.
But we're past the age limit that they would rather have.
Right. See, if they said to me,
35
we don't care if you make the requirements as far as physically, we want you to drive a truck, or we want you to do this. But there was a way I could serve my country, I'd be all over it now, because I've regretted not serving my country every day of my life. If someone said I could do it now, I'd do it.
I could do this. See?
You could do what?
I can double fist guns.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm a good shot. That's no question about that.
Okay.
But I can drive anything. I can drive or operate any piece of equipment.
But I know one thing. You can't pull triggers on an AK-47 without kickback on both hands,
Right.
and keep it straight.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed these forearms, buddy. No.
Hey, Will,
geez.
you go to the gun range and you pull a couple of rifles, a couple of handguns, and then let's see what you got.
Okay. Well, my stepfather was a firearms dealer, so I mean,
there you go.
firing guns. I mean, we got all that property out in West Virginia. You think we don't shoot some guns? He's got an AK-47. That was one of the first things he bought, I think. Like, out of all the guns I remember him buying, aside from he had a side-by-side double barrel. The first, like, semi-auto, I would say, because it's not fully auto. The first semi-auto I remember him having was that AK-47.
Probably an AR, you mean?
AK. It's older. It's old.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
AKs are automatic, aren't they?
This is it's semi-auto.
Oh.
You can't have it go.
Not legally.
Right. Yeah, and he had a firearms license,
right?
So he couldn't legally have it. Toot.
Ding 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 ding.
Toot.
My son just bought an AR. He just bought a 9mm an AR. He's like, before there's any issues, I want one. I'm like, well, not a bad idea. And,
what up, Big Titus?
I'd like an A10, like, or whatever, the AR-10 or whatever, the older version, basically the Vietnam era. They're a lot heavier, but they used like a 30-06 or a 30, maybe it was 308 or something.
Don't do that.
Virtual hug, Miosho.
Oh yeah, now you're gonna kiss my hand, huh?
Hey there, how's it going, Ken?
Hi, Miyoshi.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Ken. What is his name? Is it Ken? Is it Samurai Ken? Is it Titus? Is it?
I've always called him K Titus, but then Samurai Ken. But then now he's hello. How are you?
Because his other channel got turned off.
Yeah. He does a ton of shout
Even though majority of his videos are shout outs for everybody else.
Yeah, he does a great job as far as that goes.
It's not like he's getting anything for it. You know what I mean?
No,
it's like,
he's just a great guy. Just decent.
On the other side of the planet, and a lot of the channels that he's doing is literally here in the States.
Yeah, because he's in Japan.
Go lay down on the couch now.
He's personally making sure I'm blowing up in Japan.
Yeah, your connection.
Whatever you just did, if you just moved something, Copperal, it changed again. Like right now, it was fine till just like 12 seconds ago.
And it sped you up, and then you caught back up. It's like your connection is like slow and then fast, slower than fast.
Didn't bump it, or did you bump it or move it or anything in the last like 30 seconds?
Any of the critters? Any of the critters get behind the desk?
Look at this right here.
The connections could be loose.
Look at those paws.
Just enough inside the door.
Right on the line. She's on the trim piece. I see you.
I know you are, sir. And
I can't tell.
Is that the train again?
Yep.
Who's
another one?
I hear you. So I don't know if it's screwed up anymore. It's weird. It was only just for temporary. It was weird. I can't tell if he's really doing it now or not. Yoshi is also a Japanese name. Oh, okay. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Am I in sync?
A train of thought. Oh. Nice. So for any of you that don't know, King or K Titus or hello, that's who that is right there. He came by to visit us last night. Did a shout out for American Eagle Hoarder. It was pretty funny, pretty awesome. He always makes them pretty exciting and pretty hilarious. Just exciting anyway.
My wife loved the shout out that he did. He was the first one in on my contest, and she loved that.
Oh, good. Yep.
Yep.
He's great. He does really great ones.
What he doesn't realize is the direction he went with it. I don't know if you saw it or not, but he had a copper penny and then a little statuette of an owl.
Oh, he was the one.
Bag of coins.
He was the one.
He's the one who did that.
Okay.
And what he doesn't realize is that is eerily close to the T-shirt design that I chose.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's right. Didn't you say whoever did that was winning the T-shirt?
It's the copper symbol off the periodic table.
That's pretty cool.
Whoever did it, winning the T-shirt.
Over here causing trouble, giving away things that aren't mine.
Well, sometimes I get ideas. Sometimes I got to be reminded.
On that color scheme, I don't know if I like it.
Well, it's not as good as the green.
That is
it. Well, is that pink or twinkle pink?
That's pink.
Pink with a bone. White.
It's orange.
Yeah, orange.
Hey.
What's the base?
Amen there.
It's bone white.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring up YouTube real quick on my phone and join the stream so I can use my camera.
Mute your phone.
Oh God! Hold on. Dang it!
You just copper out yourself.
You just copper out yourself. Yep.
It's a self-copper owlization.
Yep. And I partridged myself.
I did it earlier.
Yep.
Hey, you gotta excuse yourself if you partridge yourself.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, did you copper out? I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Then I hear, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, crap, it is me.
I took a 4
No,
hour
I didn't
nap,
copper out
and
myself.
I'm still tired.
Yeah, they snuck in again behind you, Will.
Yeah, quietly, ever so quietly. We'll just be really quiet. Just checking the space here, Dad. Making sure nothing landed here.
Well, the problem is Kira isn't home.
Oh.
And Kira isn't home, so they're not in bed sleeping with her.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like,
you're muted out there.
And sleep right here, Dad.
Well, you're muted.
You're still muted. Both your cameras are muted.
There you go.
I said.
Oh.
At least mute one of them.
Thank God I don't have earbuds in. That would have hurt.
Now they're both muted again.
Oh, I'll be selling them. Hello.
Still.
I don't want this on. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's awesome.
Better?
Yeah, he was showing a design. Do you have the design still?
Okay.
Do you have that design handy by any chance, Copperall?
I can probably look it up and bring it up.
Only because it would be neat for K Titus to be able to see how close it was to what he suggested. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool.
This reminds me of a street cone.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a street cone.
I don't know why. It's not orange, but it just reminds me of a street cone.
I thought it was green at first. I think it's just because it's
different because of the paint. Like his wife's squeaking.
His lighting.
Squeaking.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
If you hear a ouch, we know it's the baseball bat coming back into hello, crack.
Oh, here.
Hear a slap, it might be Will Smith.
Oh, that's coming out nice.
So how tall is that going to be?
What do you mean? How thick?
Yeah.
Like how far off the plate?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Compared to the easels that you just showed.
I got something here about the right thickness.
He's a good boy.
A little shorter than that. About 2/3 of that height. Maybe half to 2/3 of the height of that.
That's still fairly thick. I'd say that's an inch thick.
No. Good God, look.
Quarter inch, probably.
No, there's no quarter inch.
Look,
No,
it's,
I mean,
okay, there you go. Does that give you a scale?
I'm on a phone.
Look,
I'm on a
Yeah,
phone.
I see,
does this give you scale? Look at what I'm holding.
I see what you're holding.
See how thick that is?
American-
You know how thick these are when you put them in your fingers? When you hold on to them, you know how thick they are? Put two of them together, and they fit inside of this perfectly. See? See how much thicker this is now?
I wasn't asking how thick. I was based off how you
No,
had it.
you said how thick, how tall is that? So how tall off the bed? That's how thick it's going to be. How tall is how thick. How tall it's going to be is from here to there. It's just laying flat. But
Okay.
But if they put it on the wall, it'll be tall.
What's the difference between your ender? The one I was looking at today, he had put a small box on top, and he said it was called a direct drive.
Ah, shit.
And his filament was going direct into that box.
What?
It was like mounted above see where yours comes through that tube? Like his tube, there was nothing above it except for a square box, and that's where the filament went in, but it didn't travel through the tube. It was just straight off the spool right into that little into the box.
Because it was probably an extruder. It was this and this together. So it was that motor inside here too. So It would turn it right through the extruder. Like this is just the heating thing. This is the motor to push it through.
Yeah.
These two are probably together. So that's probably
it probably pushes it through rather than pushing it through the tube. It just pushes it direct into the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, or it's pulling it through as it melts. I'm trying to find a way to prop this up, but it's not working. So give me a second.
Bright light.
Hey, those footprints look familiar.
Oh my God, oh Jesus. It's a little upside down.
I just like messing with people, dude.
Get out. What'd
I do?
Stop. Get on the couch. Go lay down. You know what it is? It's because it's after 10. Kira's not here. And you know what they want to do?
Go to bed.
They want to go to That's what they want. They want to go to bed. And because I'm not ready, and when I'm ready, I'll be like, come on in the room, and they will jump on my bed and just knock me off of it.
Yeah.
Go lay down.
We'll take them outside for a bit.
Who
was
said
the last time that you got to go outside?
Hold on. I got to mute Monkey because he's just talking nonsense. They went outside not too long ago, but if they go out back, they're not muted anyway. Yeah. They get muddy, and then they can't lay on my bed. So, and I'm not spending the time to wash them. Not before bed. Nope. And now he's laying down, staring at me on the couch. I don't know if you can see this, but
no, it's too dark.
Can you see him right where my fingertip is?
No, it's too dark.
Hold on. Stay. Do you see him?
Who do we lose?
Oh,
we lost Copper.
We lost Copper.
He'll pop back in. Can you see him now?
Yep.
Lay down. Lay down.
We'll go turn the light back off, and it will.
No, they won't.
Put a little baby gate up. They'll sit there like they're behind bars, like
They could jump. Well, Stitch could jump over it.
I was going to say, I'm sure they both could probably pounce right over that.
It's just funny that there's not another switch on the other side of that doorway.
Hey, Samurai Ken there. I wanted to show you this since you see. Oh, let me add this. What is this, Copper? What is this extra thing? Shame.
Oh, you guys wanted to see what the design was going to be. Somebody did. I actually got it in the 3 colors.
So yeah, check that out.
Sure.
Samurai Ken. Pretty darn close to what you were talking about. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
He was talking about it the other night. This guy who did it, blah blah blah. You know, but I didn't realize you were talking about him.
Yep.
That's
well,
awesome.
anyway,
It came out pretty good.
About that.
I'll have brown, purple, and solid gray.
What did I tell you? He won't.
Solid gray. That's what you said.
See this right here.
Or smoke gray, yeah.
Yeah.
They're people. They like to be around people.
Look at this face. Look at this face. Anyway, Samurai Ken. I bought this on eBay. It was a starving artist apparently, and I thought it looked really good. His name's John something. John something. Hold on, not Smith. Zealous. Zeljes. Zeljes. Anyway.
Nice.
If you can't tell, but he actually he added some paper over top of the word Spider-Man, because this book is normally totally blank, and it's meant for just this reason. But anyway, he put some paper right here for the top of the hand to be white, and then colored in the rest over top of the word Spider-Man.
Huh.
But it looks pretty darn good, and it's
nice.
modeled after McFarlane's art. I thought Ken might like this, so that's why I brought it up. Oh, wait. What are we doing here? There we go. What is that? What is this? What is this page? Oh, that's your page. That's your page.
I love that picture of the owl. That's pretty awesome.
Let's go this one.
I got a couple.
Okay, hold on. How did I have this going here? Hold on. I want. Is it that one? No. Oh, here we go. Now it's getting pretty filled in. I just got to find a way to turn my camera around, really.
There you go.
Well, it's like trying to fall off. Get up on it. What did I tell you?
I bet if you put that camera sideways on a Feetzel on your actual tray, it'll show it just fine. That's my guess.
The Feetzels won't hold the camera.
Oh, yes, it will.
Really?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You don't think so, huh? You don't think
I bet it will. Those things will hold an 8-ouncer.
It's so much fun poking and saying the.
There you go. Now it's going to be fuzzy from now on.
Poke.
You know what? Monkey King, this is for you. A little bit of light. Here, just look at that.
I can
A little
see
bit of
the
light there.
light
Here,
now.
look at that.
A little bit of light for you, buddy.
What's funny is when you put it up close to the light like that, you can actually see his face light up because his phone was lighting up. Yep.
There. You want to see what this does when it's on
Hold it
here?
right there.
Well, because I'm assuming your phone is on one side, you know what I mean? I mean, your camera, on the phone is on one side. You're having it stand up straight up and down, right? Put it sideways.
Well, because right now it's on the bed, so it's riding the bed back and forth. So the only thing that looks like it's going diagonal is the head,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's only going left and right, and the bed is moving back and forward.
Yeah.
So it's giving the illusion that just the thing is going diagonal.
Gotcha.
I like that. That's cool. Well, what do you think of that, Taz? Do you think Amilda would like it?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell her that it's coming.
That's going to be that'll be a nice surprise.
Address it to her.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, there's a hidden treat in here. You might have to explain the hidden treat to her, but I think she's heard me say it. But it's hidden in this thing. You're gonna have to find it though, because if I tell you where it's at, then you're gonna be like, "Well, that sucks." It's more fun if
Don't say it on live stream.
There's a treat hidden in it. But you have to find it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to tell you where it's at.
Glow in the dark. I'm just realizing I brought my pizzas out that I'm missing a glow in the dark. I should have a glow in the dark, at least for me.
What's that?
I brought my pizzas out to show someone earlier, and I'm realizing the other day when I tipped the box over and they went all over my desk, I must have lost the glow in the dark one, because I'm realizing that I'm sitting here looking at two silver ones and not a glow in the dark one. And I know I didn't give them all out. I would have saved one for myself.
You haven't noticed anything about it right here at this angle?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Brian?
What's that?
You notice anything special about this? You have to wait till it goes around it and gets out of the way.
Yes.
I see it.
What do you see?
The right ear is cut on top.
Oh, was his ear split? Oh, okay.
Because he was a feral.
Yep.
When they fix them, they nip the tip of their ear. That way they know that they've been spayed or neutered.
Yeah, it's their.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Well, that's what they do in Nevada anyway.
No kidding. I'd never heard of that.
We didn't know that either until we took him to the vet, because we were going to have him fixed, after
They said that's already done.
Wait a minute, you didn't know his balls were gone?
No, I don't.
I mean, they're pretty like out there in your face if they got them.
I don't look.
That's what I'm saying. They're kind of like right there. Stitch, turn around. Look at Lilo. She's like, what?
She's like, I'll show you some balls.
Yeah, give him the old humperoo. There you go. Get him. Get him. No, get him. Get him. No, him, not me. No.
That's a mixed message.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know. She just wants her. They want to go to bed. That's what it is. She's just like, I want to go to bed. Go. No pick. No more pick.
So where is Kira then?
She went to her friend's house
for the night,
for the weekend.
Oh, geez, you're in trouble.
Oh, no. You might as well end your stream and go to bed, because they're not going to be happy. They're going to be like this all weekend long.
Well, no, because tomorrow I was thinking about taking him to this. See, he hears me talking. You can't see it, but hold on.
He will sit there and stare at him.
So I was thinking about taking them to this thing where they go out and they have a little fun.
It wouldn't happen to be the DOGPARK
park?
Yeah.
She knows what the park is. But if I said WALK,
yeah.
you want to go?
He's already back. You just did say it. Look at his lips.
Do you hear them? All I have to say is
I know how to spell, Dad.
Wait.
I know how to spell. WALK.
Hold on. Do you want to go for a? Do you want to go for a? Maybe I should go for a.
Go for butt.
No, I said nothing.
Oh, they knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, they think they know.
Now you've roused them. Now they're going to be even wilder.
Right here. Right here.
Lilo's like, see what you did? We were
Lay
going to go
down.
too, so you barked.
Lay down.
Blamed it all on him.
Lay down.
Our small dog knows the
Lay
word
down.
frog because we get these little frogs that crawl on the
Thank you. Stay.
windows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, in the fall you get those frogs on the windows, and I mean, you could say anytime you go to that window and look for that frog.
Isn't that funny?
He's sped up 1.5 times. Whatever you're saying is sped up because your internet connection has just started to lag, but it's trying to catch you back up, so it's speeding up your voice to catch back up. It's like you're going, but it's still crackly. It's very odd sounding. If you've ever watched a YouTube back in the day when it first came out, it's kind of like that. It's pretty.
I didn't notice it that time.
Oh no, you're fine. It's just very. It's like you're chewing rocks as you talk.
I didn't notice it that bad that time. not like chewing
at least on my end, that's what it sounds like to me. Maybe not to you, but it definitely doesn't sound like squeaking. Yeah, get eating those rocks.
Nickels.
So I took Stitch out for a short little walk. As soon as I said that, you can't see Lilo below this corner of the desk, but her head went, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I took him for a quick walk down the block and back. He did really well. I have to get a different leash because I have to get the kind of leash that goes up and kind of like catches the back of their neck by the ears. That will tighten a bit as they pull. Not a choker with the poking things. Oh, I hate those.
Just get a regular collared chain.
It's the same. Basically, it's the one Caesar Milan uses on his videos. It's always a rope one, like the flat, like their collars, but thinner.
Yeah.
I need to go get those because they need to be learned. They need to be learned on the dang leashes. They need to be taught how to behave on the leash. Stitch can run. I can take him outside and he'll run back and forth in the yard and stay near.
He's a big dog.
But he sucks on the leash. I can't walk him down into PetSmart. And he just gets this. You saw him when I said about going out for a walk. He went absolute ape shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's only a fraction of how bad he gets at PetSmart. Like, I can't. He's just stuck in the car. I tried. He was barking, squeaking, squelching. It was bad. Everybody in the store was like, "My God, get him out of here!" Like, he wasn't being mean. He was just, "Oh my God, I'm so excited." It was like he was going to faint.
Yeah.
It looks like Scruffy's just going to fall off that bed. He was getting close. Like,
he's right at the edge. Well, you can't see. There's a little step.
Oh no, we can see it.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
look.
Yeah, right there.
He looks like he's going to fall off. It almost looked like he did fall off.
That's cute.
Go to bed.
I've seen a few of those steps that are pretty neat. You know, all my sister's dogs and her husband's dogs are all tiny little pugs. Tiny. Then they have Buddy, who's even smaller than the pug, and
those dogs are vicious.
So all their beds have the same thing, like the little stairwell that goes up the thing, so they can go up and visit them and stuff.
Where are you going, buddy?
Even dachshunds are vicious.
They have a fence. They have a fence in their yard to like keep them in, and it's like this tall. my dog comes in, he's like bounce right over it, like you know, why aren't you guys jumping over? You know, he doesn't realize they're only 6 inches tall or whatever.
So I got a buddy of mine that wants me to make shirts and hats.
Nice.
So I'm going to end up doing that. Plus, I want my own shirt too. Mine's just going to be my logo, but nothing. I'm not going to design anything more spectacular.
I've done them. We've had them done before. Megan got one done. I did a video on it.
I'll probably just.
You got one done too up there? Yeah. Yeah.
So do you wear that when you walk, when you go around?
See, I wear mine when I go prospecting. Like if I'm camping and stuff, I wear mine for sure, just because.
Yeah. That was like a little $5 add-on when I ordered my little cards that I tuck inside an envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nose cone now. All right.
It's an easel.
Needle.
Sneasel.
You sneeze,
You've
you're
seen
gonna tell somebody.
the breathe right strips, right? The breathe right strips, the breathe wrong strip.
There you go.
Do you want your wife out of your bed? Here you go. Force yourself to snore every night. Well, the new snore. Oh, looks good.
No help required in my house.
Snorminator. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. It looks kind of cool just because it's breaking up in two different colors. But I think I'm going to try and get, what is it, pink? Pink. And glass watermelon red. That's my next color to use. I haven't used it for anything yet, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make my own, another one.
I bet the watermelon's going to look good.
Design.
What?
I'd like to have a design for my channel, but I want the eyes. I want like a cybernetic silverback, but instead of red lasers, I want green eyes.
Huh. For your sticker, you mean, or for
my channel logo?
Yeah.
So, is it King Metal Monkey or is it Monkey King?
It's Monkey King Metals. And the only reason why I go King Metal Monkey is because I'm the oldest one in my family and the grandkids, and I was born in the year of the Metal Monkey. And I've always had to be number one. I've had to show the way and pave the way. So what better than a good word for king?
There you go.
And when my dad and his twin sisters pass on, I become the head of the house line. And then when my mom's three brothers pass on, I become the head of two house lines. I will be the patriarch of the two clans. My grandmother was 85 when she passed away.
The camera turned over here.
What'd you say, Copperl?
So that's got a little bit of a Game of Thrones feel to it all of a sudden.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yes.
Will says hi, Melda.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I've only seen one season of Game of Thrones.
She's getting her coffee.
I remember when Megan used to sit
none.
down next to me, used to come on all my things with me.
Nothing is going on over here. Nothing at all. You don't see it.
No, we just see a buffer. Oh, yeah. Finally, he's being a good boy. They just want to be next to someone.
Let's see here. You can see it's getting its first the inlay layer.
I see a black screen.
What? You don't see
That's
that?
my phone acting up.
What's that?
Can you see the orange part or the pink part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, it's doing the inlay right now. Oop. Where is it?
Or stitch.
Excuse me.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I zoomed us in. Let's go ahead and sit back." I zoomed us out. All right, we can lean back in again. Ah, crap.
Hold on.
Right.
We see you.
All right, so you know what? We're putting a beard on him right now.
What's up there, big boy?
Bye. Bye. What's wrong?
I have to get some hair gel out and get a little flip in my hair some night and just surprise you.
Technically, from here forward, or from the top, that's all you got to grow out, and you got yourself the big boy do. You'll have a big boy do.
Just gotta get a little quaff.
Is that Kira?
Yes, it is.
Kira, what is he doing?
She's getting groomed by Cookie.
No. Stuffy with the diaper.
He just goes around in circles until he decides to lay down.
Found the right spot. Yep.
Cat-like.
You got one moving. Will. He went behind you.
He's just checking things out. They're not playing, so. I love it when he does that. I don't know why, but I love it when he does that. He looks ridiculous.
I love the way I love the way he lays down.
She doesn't do that. She'll do that dragging her legs off the couch. Like she'll drag her legs like that off the couch, and they will be stretched out. Other than that, she just lays on her side or her back, but she doesn't do that.
My dog does the weirdest things, but he used to do that. When
See,
he was
he
a
knows I'm
puppy,
talking
that's how he laid all the time. Then all of a sudden he just stopped. I don't know.
He knows I'm talking about him. I swear, I'm going to be a wreck when these two.
Wow.
When they go, I'm going to be a wreck. Yeah, you just won't see me for like a year. Because she is just love me, and he is play.
Yeah.
When he gets old to where he can't keep up like this anymore, oh, God. I'm already thinking about crying.
Yeah, I hate thinking about it. That's for sure.
They're like our babies.
They are. They're the kids.
Yeah, look at that. He knows. He seems to know when I'm in a bad mood.
They do.
She just all the time pet me. She doesn't care. It doesn't matter what day it is. What's going on? She just like rub my belly. Whatever. he'll get right up in my face and just stare at me like, "What's going on there, Dad? What's the matter? Don't you?" Yeah. I want to see if he notices. Did someone want to go to bed? Want to go to bed? Nah, he doesn't know that.
It's not playtime.
I don't think he knows that. He's staring at me. He's studying what I'm saying right now. Do you see that? He's waiting for that choice word. Kira.
Yeah, you won't go for a walk?
Nope. Lay down. I didn't call you. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Kira. Kira. She's like, blah, chew your face off. Blah. Yeah, she's like, I want to go back on the bed. You're not as comfortable as the bed. She's like, you're too bony.
You want to go back on the bed?
She's looking at it. She's like, yep.
And she's only 6 months.
All you gotta do is big old honker. She's probably almost as big as Lilo, right? Well, his thinness, but her height. Like he's thin and slender, but he's because he's like ADHD. He's like me. He just always around moving. She's more like Kira, where just lazy. My Kira, not your Kira. This, I swear, this is a spitting image of my daughter right here. Every day of the week, after school, right here. Here's my daughter. Out cold. Look, I mean, she is out cold. Her eyes are closed.
She's comfortable. She says, I'm being a good girl, Daddy.
Yeah, that's how I know they're dead tired, because they're normally in bed right now.
Well, they went pretty good for a bit, and then they look like they just shut down.
Yeah, well, it is midnight. This is about the time they're like, oh. As soon as I turn off the stream and head in, they're going to hop up and jump in the bed. And he nosedives into me and then plops down like he's got to be touching you. Mm-hmm. He has to be against you. Yeah. Wherever the hell she flops, that's where she's at. Or whether it's on your face or on the foot of the bed, you may or may not be suffocated by her. That's the roll of the dice with her. It's like, am I going to make it through the night? Copper owl coin. If you sell the t-shirt, I will probably buy one. That rung my bell.
That was when you turned on your thing there.
Oh, yeah. The white screeching sound. This looks so cool, by the way. You know what I didn't do?
What didn't you do?
I didn't check to see if the banner was perfectly straight. Oops. Well, they'll give a character.
Why is it not?
I don't think so. I mean, all I added was the square block with the name.
Yeah.
Do you want me to paint the letters black or anything, or just send it the way it is?
Yeah, you can paint them black if you want.
I'll have to look at it when it's done and see if it looks okay the way it is. It's like the Carson City holder. that's shiny, so it shows the letters really well. Plus, the underneath the letters, the base of it's done in diagonal,
Right.
but the letters are done at a different angle, so they reflect light different. I hope this does kind of the same.
Excuse me.
My God in heaven, was that a cough or a sneeze or both?
That was a cough. I'm at the end of this cold. I'm starting to feel so much better, but man, my lungs are just toast.
Well, I would say in a question form COVID, but I know that's all.
No.
Anyway.
I tested for that, and so did Megan, because she works in the health field, so that was the first thing we thought of. But the kids came back from Florida, from Walt Disney World, and our daughter was sniffly, red nosed. I mean, had it on her lip from blowing her nose so much, and we knew the next week we were going to probably have it. She went to see her dad, and then when she came back, Megan had it already this week, and then I got it a day later, and we're on like day 4, and it's almost done. I feel a lot better already, but just been sleeping a lot. And didn't want to spread it around. It's whatever it is. She went and she said it's like what they call it, a nasal something. I don't know, something. It's like not infection because they didn't put you on antibiotics, but it's like a nasal something or other. But it basically just causes coughing and stuff in my nose.
Like a steroid.
We didn't get put on anything, but they just said don't take the decongestants because you need to be able to blow it out. And what was happening was we were on a bunch of decongestants because we were constantly running. But what ended up happening was it packed. It ended up drying everything out so much that it just packed everything. And so we said, don't take any more of those. Here's saline solution. Use that and some kind of natural. I don't even see it on the table, but right here.
That sounds like what happens to me.
It's like an allergy relief thing or something, but it basically is just
like Clonase for your nose and Mucinex. But don't do the DM.
Right. That's basically what they said. Yep. And so I don't normally get sick. This is the first time I've been sick in a couple of years, but it kicked my butt.
Look at how strong this is.
But that's what they said. Because of masks and everything else, your immune system's just way lower than it usually is.
If just fighting gravity, it works. But a good slap knocks it over.
You just got to bitch smack it. Bam! No, it actually holds it all right. I mean, if you don't bounce around, it holds it.
I mean, during a show, it wouldn't probably go anywhere. Yeah. That is pretty cool.
I think I might do a game for this.
Oh, yeah?
I might do a game for this and let it go.
What's that one? The 8 ounce?
6
ounce. Okay.
Half pound, baby. It's heavy. It's 6 ounces, which makes no sense other than it's 12 ounces for a troy ounce, I guess.
No. Troy ounce is 28, right?
12. This is 6 ounces.
31.1.
Huh?
31.1 for a troy ounce?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Wait, 31 grams?
No, 31.1 grams is a troy ounce.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This is a half pound, so this is 6 ounces.
If you times that by 31.1
gram, and you get the troy
86.6
pounds.
Yeah. I got a calculator here so we can figure it out. Calculator.
It'd be 186.6.
Going into the store, I'm going to put myself on mute.
Sure.
31.
I'm going to exit this one, though. There we go. Oh, Lord and bees. Lord and bees.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know this has nothing to do with what
you didn't want to be up here.
What's going on there, but I wanted to tell everybody about the story that happened with my neighbor.
Yeah.
And the fence. Did I tell you about the fence thing? So let me kick from studio. Sweet, there it goes. So my neighbor texted me. I don't know her. I've never talked to her. I've said hi. How you doing? About it. But she hits me up. Never gave my number. Nothing. They tracked me down. Got my number. Texted me. Hey, this is Sue. This is your neighbor behind Jim next door to you. We bought the property behind you. We'd like to take down your fence and put up our own fence a foot further into their property off of the property line.
There you go.
If that's where the fence is, which I don't know. I just bought the house. So I assume that because my yard, hold on, let me think how you're looking at me. So if I'm facing the back fence, my yard, hold on, let me get my hands right. My yard, Dave's yard, and Dave's yard all have the back fence that goes all the way across each property, straight as an arrow. Mine is the only one that I have left side, back, and side, all the way around my yard. So I'm the only one that has a full, complete fence. My neighbor next to me, his back fence is attached to my pole.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's attached to Dave on his right to his pole. Same with the front. The front of my fence, he's attached to my fence. Well, he owns the house, but he doesn't live in the house right next to me. The guy next to him, Pastor Dave, he's a former pastor, he's attached to his fence. Well, he lives there, so whatever. Well, this lady wanted to remove my fence, his fence, and the other fence, and continue her vinyl fence all the way down, right? I don't have a problem with her putting up a fence. I didn't at first, but she wanted to remove my fence to do it. And I was like, I don't want to remove my fence. I'm not ready to put my own fence up. Why would I do that? I have a chain link fence. My dogs will stay in the yard with that, except for Stitch. He jumps out, but he'll come back. So
she was trying to make it worth your while by giving you back 1.5 feet of property, but at the same time, I can see your deal. Whereas if your dogs start jumping up on it and scratching it,
let me see if I got my hand right. So this is the back of the fence. This is my side fence, right? She wanted to remove my fence and put her fence over here. What do you see a problem with that?
Yeah, because now you have a space.
Big space where my dog's like, oh, what's over here? On both ends. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, if you put a fence there, I now lose yard. And she's like, no, you don't. You gain a foot. I'm like, no, because if I want to put a fence up, I have to put a fence 2 feet away from yours, which makes me lose 2 feet or a foot. So I'm like, no, I'm already on the property line. Why would I move? Right? So she goes, well, since you don't want to, oh, yeah, they're messing around the chair. So I said, no, that doesn't make
sense.
Just
waiting for one of them to grab Taz by the ankle and drag him down and out of the frame.
Is she saying she can't build her fence without moving yours? Is that what she's saying?
She doesn't. Okay, so the fence that she already has up, the guy behind her or next to me, to my left, his name is Jim, the old guy with the MS.
Sure.
Basically, here, let me just draw it out real quick because it's so much. It's story time.
I follow pictures much better anyway.
So the black line will be her fence.
Mom, I read it for the stories, I swear.
Yeah. This fat line will be her fence, right? The thin line is my fence.
Yeah.
So thin you can almost not see it.
I don't see a thin line. I just see an L shape. Okay, yep, I see it.
So that's how it is right now.
Okay.
Which makes no sense because if she puts a fence in a foot away, her fence would be like this. Right? She wants to tear mine out and do that with it, with hers. Okay, she only loses a foot. Well, that's if I remove my fence, right? If I don't remove my fence, she has to go 2 feet off of my fence because my fence is on the property line. She doesn't want to do that. So her thinking was remove my fence and then we both lose a foot of yard. And I said, well, that might
gain a foot of yard, but you also gain two problems on the other side.
I don't gain a foot. It's still her property.
Yeah, but I mean,
And then if I lose my fence, then my dogs get out.
Right.
I'm like, and then on top of that, no, I have my property is worth more with a complete fence than
now,
without. So
is there
hi,
a
Adam
rule?
May. How you doing?
Is there a rule on the
distance?
When you say that it has to be 2 feet away, right?
May.
Is that the rule? Is that it has to be 2 feet from the property line?
Cannot be under. So I get her thinking if she does a foot in, I would have to do a foot in too. So we would both lose the exact amount. But I'm like, well, my fence has been here since 1955. Why would I take it out? I have no need. I'm not until I put up a new fence, which I'm not ready to do. Why would I take it out and lose my foot of space?
Yeah.
When I don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not, I was okay with thinking about it with her, but then she went, well, I'm just going to have it surveyed because I can't wait. And if it's on my side, I'm just going to rip it out.
I mean, I guess that's the only thing you'd have to worry about is if for some reason she surveyed it and you found out your fence was on her property even by an inch, she could rip it right out without even thinking about it.
So I said, oh,
so then you lose it either way. No, you don't think so?
No, hold on.
Oh.
So even if it was on her yard by an inch, I would have no legal grounds to, other than the fact that it's been there since 1955.
Yeah.
There's the link, Adam May. Even though it's been there for that long, it's still on that property's side.
Yeah.
So she went and paid somewhere between $700 and $1,200 to have the guy come out and survey it.
Yeah.
To try and just screw me over.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting until I was ready to get a fence. Right here on the left is the stick for the property line.
Yeah. Hold on. Where am I? I'm trying to see. Where's the property line? Right there.
Right there. There's my fence. This is her side. That's my side. There's the property line.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah. So she can't touch my fence.
Good. Yeah. Done.
Right. Now that's on her side. So,
how much property does she have between that and her house?
Oh my God. Okay. So you see that little spot of land from the left of the fence to the street?
Uh-huh.
So all the way down there, it's basically, it looks like this.
So, I mean, if she had to build it 2 feet over, it's not hurting her at all. Like she's not really losing any
like that. That piece of property kind of looks like that. It just looks like a big wedge shape.
Oh, okay.
Because the road does an S.
Yeah.
And right behind me is the thickest part.
Yeah.
Behind it gets smaller as you go to my right. So to north. So anyway, she hold on, let me see. So my neighbor said, hey, go ahead and have mine surveyed because I want to see where the fence is. Well, I took a few pictures before I straightened it out. I realized that a few years ago, my brother stored his car in my backyard under this like tarp thing. Well, it started to sink into the ground, but only the drive wheel. So it was like, so like an idiot, instead of calling a friend, I was 22, something like that. I thought, well, I'll just put it in drive and then push it until it got moving and then run around and jump in.
Oh, boy.
I did not make it. So it hit the fence. Right? It dented the top bar.
So I bet it wouldn't even take that much to fix that.
See the stake?
Yeah.
So the pink stake, the fence is leaning because of it, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, I'll just stake it. And I was like, hey, as he was leaving, I said, hey, can I lift the fence or can I move the stake, pull the fence and stick it back? And he's like, well, that'd be kind of illegal. And I'm like, you're just a surveyor. What do you mean it would be illegal? I'm like, you sprayed the ground where you poked it. I just put it right back where you sprayed it. I'm not going to move it I'm just going to pull my fence inside the line. And because he said, yeah, the fence posts are just inside the property line. But they could be.
She's going to try to say is that your fence goes over onto her side.
No, this is my neighbor to the Dave next to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, if you look, you can see how bad that fence is bent. You can see two stakes where it looks like my fence is on his side, but it's not. The posts are on the line. They're just the whole fence is leaning over. Yeah. So anyway, I was like, crap. So I went, and you can see there's another stake on his side.
Yeah.
So the fence is actually on my side.
Yeah.
But because it's leaning, it looks like it might be on his side. So I went and I just grabbed the fence and started yanking it as hard as I could. And I pulled it pretty much all back over, except for there's one spot where the fence broke off from the pole.
Yeah.
So it's just the chain link part is still sitting over with the stake, kind of like in between behind the pole, but the chain link is still sitting over it.
My guess is you may just have to fix it if worse comes to worse. If absolute, I mean, she can't say much as long as it's not, you know.
I think this is that one piece where I have to lift the fence up over it or pull the stake up, pull it back, and put the stake back in the hole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'll just cut the damn chain link off. I'll just put new chain link on. I'll just cut the chain link, spread it out, put it around, you know, put new whatever, and just bend new chain link or whatever, and just pull it back. But and then here's the funny part, because she was so snotty with me, she didn't realize that she has to get my signature to put a fence up behind me, to put anything there.
Yeah.
She has to have my signature. She just wanted to be like, well, I'm just going to be mean.
Even if she does the 2 feet difference, even if she puts it in 2 feet, she'd have to get your permission.
She has to get a signature from every single neighbor.
Why?
That's the city code. Because it could be considered an eyesore.
Oh.
Because with my fence, you can see right through it.
Man, fences are a big pain in the.
Oh yeah,
big pain in the ass. That's something I would never. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on, like, you know, discrepancies on ownership and stuff, and I mean, there's
I had no problem
with that stuff sometimes.
And I really could care less about her. She wants to put a vinyl fence, which I think they're nice looking. Don't get me wrong, but she just threw in all this attitude for no reason.
Yeah.
When I was just like, I'm not ready to do my fence yet. Well, I can't wait. So, and you're not working with me. You're trying to take my fence off and give me a 1 foot gap on either end.
Yeah.
So how does that help me in any way? It lets my dogs out.
Right.
So I would be stupid to let you do what you're trying to do until I'm ready to put a fence on my side, a foot in.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So then you're going to be snotty about it. You're not understanding me or something. So I'm like, so here's what she did. Now this is to add to this, to the, we're getting a look in, a peek into the underneath of the chair here. That is the world's squeakiest chair, by the way, Brian.
Yeah,
a little bit of W40 on that.
I think he does it on purpose, between the toot toot and the bells and the squeak in the chair.
What was the other thing? Oh, so she said she would get back, she's like, oh yeah, Saturday. Let me know by Saturday. I called her back. That's when she got real fussy with me about it. I said, all right, well, let me know when the surveyor gets there so we can see what's up.
Yeah.
So my neighbor Dave said, yeah, I don't care. Go ahead, rip out my part of the fence, because he only had one part, the back piece.
Right.
That went from my fence to the other Dave. So he's got no technical fence other than that piece. So when they take his out, it'll be unbolted from mine, which I'm going to actually go out there tomorrow and unbolt it so that she can't touch my fence, because I don't want her getting near my fence. And then the other end, which would be the other Dave, which I think the guy 2 doors down who sold her the property, he was trying to sell it to me first, and I was about to do it, but I really didn't have a use for it. So I'm like, because if I add it to my property, it would have been $2,000 more a year in taxes.
Yeah.
But if I left it alone, $200 a year. If I left it 2 different postal codes or something like that, I can't see any purpose for this property. Well, because they live right next door to it, they can extend their entire yard wide ways, and it makes sense for them. So they bought it. But the guy that sold it to him, did someone fart? My God. Because the guy that I think not only did my neighbor to the right of me, Dave, and the other Dave, Pastor Dave, I think they both signed off on the fence idea, because they're like, whatever. Well,
and now you're the only one who's not doing it.
I'm the only one, but I'm the first one in the whole line of succession here.
Yeah.
So you would think I would be the one that she would be the nicest to. Because without my signature, the rest of the fence does nothing. There's a huge gap, no fence, like, you know, and I'm just like, why would you be mean to me when I'm saying I'm just not ready to put a fence up? And like, I mean, if you want to pay for my fence too, by all means, go ahead. That way I don't lose out on a fence.
Right.
But you're trying to rip mine up and leave me with nothing. So no, of course I'm not ready. And what really killed me was that.
Now, what about?
Hold on.
What
hold
about
on.
this? If
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Before I talked to her on Saturday, I called the city hall.
Yeah.
And I asked him about permits. I said, "Can you tell me the permit? When was my fence put up? And does it tell you if it's on the property line or not?" She goes, "No, those kind of records would never. A survey is only good for 3 years, right? Unless the stakes are still there, the metal ones they use, some of them do.
Yeah,
they're only good for 3 years." So I'm like, okay. So would it tell you when the fence was put up? And she's like, "Hold on, I don't see it." And then she's like, "Hold on, give me a minute. Actually, here it is." And she's like, April 7th, 1955. What was that? 45, 60, 67. No. Yeah. 67, 60, 67 years.
Yeah.
Almost as old as my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Would have, well, yeah, a year after they were born, that sucker was put in. Right? And I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's been there forever. I didn't realize it was that old. So it was kind of cool because now it's like a historic thing. So I'm like, all right. When I talked to her, she's like, "Yeah, there was never any permits to put that fence up." Yes, there was. No, because, and I said, "Ma'am, I called the city hall. The lady told me it was put up April 7, 1955. That's what year the permit says." Oh, yeah. Well, she tried to bullshit me.
Yeah, yeah.
So not only did she try and do that, but she also was giving me attitude left and right. And I'm just like, she knew the 2-foot rule. I didn't know that. I thought it was 6 to 8 inches. I'm like, all right, enough to get a weed whacker in between.
Yeah.
And then
my grandparents had a similar neighbor that did the same thing that your neighbor is doing with the property line. And it's not just 3 years, because my grandparents had that property for almost 20 years or 20 plus years, and that's still stuck as property line. So the 3-year situation is different. This is back in Indiana. So
yeah,
this is
Ohio. Valley. This is Ohio though. So different states probably have different rules. I would say that Ohio, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
According to my city and at least my city, I don't know about Ohio, but my city said 3 years. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Even if it was 20 years, 30 years, I still wanted to make sure that was the property line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
So it's basically right on there.
Why? I guess my thing is I don't understand why she doesn't just. She could have gone and put a fence up, gotten the permit for it, probably put it up, and then talked to you and said, "Listen, do you care if it's close by blah blah blah?"
The inspector would have come out and said, "Nope, you got to move it."
Okay, so they would have been real strict.
That's why she knew about the 2-foot rule, because she knew she could not put it a foot away. She would have had to put 2 feet, and she knew it because the next time I talked to her, she's like, "Well, I know it's 2 foot," because I told her, I said,
"You can't put two fences touching each other.
You have to have maintenance.
So there's no room in between.
Maintenance space for grass and weeds and trees, and to cut them down. 2 foot. That's why they give you 2 foot. Enough space for a mower. Or weed whacker or whatever.
Line is a foot on the. Your fence line is right on the line, right?
It's like this far inside my line, inside the line. So it's like if this is the line, it's on my side. She can't move it. She can't touch it. Even if it was dead on the line, she can't touch it.
I'll just say that. Fight it. Fight it.
I don't need to fight it. There's nothing to fight. Like, she has no legal grounds to stand on.
This is when
she was just trying to say if it was on her side, she would tear it up. And I said, "Ma'am, if it's on your side, by all means, do what you got to do."
Yeah.
I was like, I won't even fight you because it's on your side.
Right.
Like even if it's on 1 inch, it's yours. Go ahead, take it off. I'll put up chicken wire, I guess, in the meantime. But if you tear up my fence, I will not sign for you to put up another one without me being ready.
Right.
Because that just means, like, when I'm telling you I'm not ready to put up a fence yet, I'm going to, I want to. You got to give me a little more time here. I've got to get the money together. I'm glad that you're ready to go now. But, like, you already have a fence that keeps in your dog. And that was her thing. She's like, oh, my dog will get out if I don't hurry up with this. I'm like, you have a whole fence around the yard that you did have before you bought this. It's still there.
Yeah.
There's no open holes. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? But I didn't say it to her. I was just like, now you're just talking shit.
Tell her you'll take a certain amount of money,
No.
and then all you got to do is some of the fence that she takes down there, or you take it, whatever. When they take it down, that you can use a piece of that fence to build your foot on each side, or 2 feet, or however many feet in. Then you get a brand new fence to put it up against hers. But I would write it in writing that your fence can touch her fence. Period. Like the corners, use.
Well, the corners I think can touch no matter what. They're allowed to, because her fence touches my. Well, hers are butted up against mine at the corner within an inch.
Okay.
I think legally that's the only place that you can touch.
Okay.
Which is fine, because that works for anything getting through the corners.
Sure.
Otherwise, that would be stupid, because then you'd have a 4-foot gap around any property line.
Right.
So they don't care about the corners, which I'm like, well, I mean, we can just do a bunch of zigzags and have some corners touch. But it's just the rudeness that was coming off of her. I'm just like,
yeah,
I want to do a fence. That's not, you know what I mean? It's not in a question. It's just when.
Right.
What would you do?
Ready. When you're ready. No, I'd be a complete and utter D, since she's being this, persistent. And I'll give you this. My grandmother, we had a pet goose. All right. We lost the pet goose. Me and my dad are trying to track where the critter that got it took its head. All right. We follow the feathers and everything. And this lady on Christmas Day is yelling at us saying that we're on her property when I'm still at least 3 feet from the property line.
Well,
they're not going to stop. They're going to get worse and worse as time goes by.
Right.
If you don't nip it in the butt.
Well, I texted her as soon as the surveyor. Oh, that was the thing I was going to tell you. Dave next door to me, I used to work for him. He's the landscaper guy. He told her because she called him. I guess she's got all 3 of our numbers, right? She called him. He said, yeah, go ahead. I don't care, because he don't live there. He's just fixing it up and selling it. He's like, I'm already planning on doing it. We just mute that. He's like, I'm already planning. That's okay. I'm already planning on doing the fence. In fact, me and him were in discussion about my side fence, about, Spirograph. There you go. That's old.
I loved those.
But he wants to do the staggered fence boards where it's like,
yeah.
There's like, so wind can blow through and whatnot. It's called a shadow fence or shadow box fence, whatever. Yeah. I want a privacy fence.
Yeah.
Where the things butt together. My stepdad bought one and put it up around my mom's house.
Uh-huh.
And I love the look of it because you can't see through it.
Right.
And that was the problem is dogs. They can see through the sideway and they stuff their noses in there. Blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
So I'm like, no, I'll just get a privacy fence. Plus, I want to put a deck on the back of my house and put a jacuzzi. So I can walk down in the jacuzzi. Well, I like to do that at any time of the year without prying eyes staring into my backyard. So, privacy fence. So I told him this. He's like, well, the shadow box fence, it looks good on both sides, whereas mine would only show good on the outer side. So I'm like, oh, Jesus. Shadow box. She's like, this ain't fun. Come on. She's like, I'm going to chew your fingers
out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna chew on my own paw here. What I don't get is when she says, when you're saying, I want to do a fence, but I haven't done it yet, or I don't, what you're saying is she wanted a new fence in, not the old fence that you have.
She has a vinyl.
You already have a fence that goes around your whole property.
I have a fence all the way around my property. That's why I don't go on it.
She just doesn't like it because it's chain linked and it's not what she wants, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Yeah, okay.
Yes, she has a vinyl fence, very big white vinyl fence.
Worst case scenario, she puts it over 2 feet. She runs it along your property 2 feet out, and then has to come in at the corner, and all the other guys, if they want to not have a fence or whatever, and let her continue. We had people that did the same thing at our last house. They wanted to put a fence up. The landlord said, honestly, I have no problem with that. When they got to the back side of the garage, there was something to do with the corner of the garage. There was, I don't know what exactly it was, the way the property line was. And all they had to do was go down by the garage. When it got to that corner, they put a post there. They moved over about a foot, and then they continued the whole rest of the property line down. So, yes, it wasn't a straight fence. At one point during the back of our garage, it had to move over a foot and then go all the way. Why couldn't she do that with yours? Don't worry about your stuff. Build it out 2 feet. When you get over past your property, come back in 2 feet.
2 foot. If she was, because she wants it to be symmetrical. That's the biggest problem right now. She wants 1 foot off the property line all the way down.
Yeah, well, life sucks.
So
I want a lot.
I wouldn't have had a problem with it if I was ready to put my fence up. I'm not ready.
Right.
But then she had to get mean about it, and I'm just like, yeah, no, thank you. If it's on a property line or my side, you ain't touching it. I'm not taking it down.
Right.
Like, sorry.
The only difference you're talking a foot of difference though from what she wants and what she has to do.
And I'm not even the one that made the code.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not even your issue. But she's complaining and making a big deal out of it and all this. But really what she's talking about is losing 1 foot of space on her land so that she doesn't have to deal with you or have anything else. At this point, if she were to come to you and say, fine, you know what? You win. I'm just going to go 2 feet over and I'll do it that way. Sign off on this, will you? You're going to go, yep, no problem. 2 feet. That's great. I don't have to look at your ass every time you walk by. Great. Wonderful. But then at that point, she has to move it over that 2 feet. She's probably going to have to swallow that.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds to me like it's not that big of a deal. I can't imagine a couple of feet being that big of a deal, but
let me finish.
I've never owned a big property though.
This adds to the.
Her name is Karen.
Hold on, I haven't gotten this out of my head yet. So when Dave next door talked to her, he's like, "Go ahead and survey my property because I want to know He wanted to know my fence and his fence, where that line was."
Right.
So he's like, "Can you have the surveyor just go ahead and do mine and the whatever?" I guess they split the cost. So, because he was hoping that it was on his side, so he could tell me to get my fence out of the ground. So then he found out that it's on my side or on the line, or it's actually just inside my line. So my fence all the way around. Whoever built my house, thank you very much. I love you very much. I want to just give you big wet kisses, because it's all my fence. You can't touch it.
Right. They were smart enough to put it on their side.
Mm-hmm. Just inside.
Yeah.
So, she called him and said, after I told her, please let me know when you're having the surveyor come out so that I can see what's what. And she goes, well, I'll just let you know what's going on. Okay, fine. So I happen to be at work right down the road, now about 5 minutes down, and my daughter was home when the guy showed up. So she called me on FaceTime. She's like, Dad, there's some guy in the yard messing with the fence. And I was like, what? Go out there with your phone and aim it at him. And she goes, and I said, ask him what he's doing. She goes, sir, my dad's on the phone. He wants to know what you're doing with his fence. And he goes, I'm the surveyor. I'm doing a survey or surveying the land. I said, okay, just hand him the phone. He's like, oh, I'm getting paid by the minute. So I got to, if you're getting paid by the minute, hand him the phone. Start talking to me. Whatever. So he didn't want to talk to me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to head home. So I shot over home because I had a few minutes to spare. So I'm like, I bet you just come out there and try and get him to like, here's $50. Just put it over here. So that was my fear, is that she was, because of her attitude, she was going to pay this dude to move it over to make it look like the property line was off. And so when I got there, he was like, yep, he had already done that stake and then was moving down the line coming from this, like he did the street, the two corners, and then was staking along the fence. And she called Dave next door to me to tell me that the surveyor was there. And then the surveyor even called Dave to tell him that my fence was serpentining in and out of the fence line, which it wasn't. It was just leaned over. Liar. So the guy already said, oh, yeah, it's going to go in and out. No, it's the freaking thing is bent. All I had to do is yank it. So then she didn't call me to tell me that he was there. She left me out in the cold on that. But
Yeah,
she told me
she doesn't want you to do anything. She wants to be able to come to you, tell you what she wants to tell you, and have you.
So as soon as
you think, oh, okay.
So as soon as I found out it was on my side. Because after I thought about it, I said, wait a minute. She called you but didn't call me? What a freaking... Hold on.
Karen.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Let me read the first one.
I've seen some good Karen fence ones too on YouTube. If you look them up, there's some serious ones that cops, and it gets pretty hairy, man. So
you feel so bad for them. The next thing that actually happens when they're humbled, huh?
Hold on 1 second. Let me read this text to you. Hello, my name is Sue, and I'm the neighbor behind you on Beersford. I tried to call you and leave you a message. I would like to talk to you about removing the old fence and putting in a new one. Could you please call me? Then the next text, the next day, says, Jim, my neighbor Jim, could you let me know when you can talk about the fence? My neighbor, not me, him. Now, she already put up a fence on the property line behind his yard because he has no fence at all. He has no side, no back, no nothing. My fence is on my side of the property line for him. So like he has no fence. So my fence and the back of hers,
because he doesn't need one because you have one. So which gives him one, basically
on my side, but not the other side.
Yeah, but still, you know.
So and she goes, sorry, that was supposed to say good morning. No, it wasn't. You're talking to Jim, the other Jim.
Yeah.
And I said, then on Wednesday, that's when the surveyor came out. I found out it was on my side. Like the stakes were my fence was on my side of the property line. I said, my fence is inside my side of the property line. The surveyor said, no response. But when I talked to the inspector, he was the one that told me that, yeah, she made a mistake by being rude to you because now she's got to come to you to ask for permission to put up her fence. And I was like,
get off my fucking ass, motherfucker.
Whoa. All right.
What was that?
You didn't hear him?
Yeah, who was that saying that?
That was King.
Oh.
He's driving, cursing at somebody.
Oh.
I thought that was you saying that. I'm thinking, whoa.
No, that was him.
You went off.
Monkey, what the heck are you doing?
Noticed a distinct shift in the conversation, but I wasn't sure who it was coming from.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, what are you doing, Monkey?
Put me back up.
Well, don't be cursing. I don't know what the heck you're doing.
I thought he said flip me back up. I thought
I put myself on mute before I said that.
No, we heard every word.
We heard it.
Yeah, F and flap.
I think you took yourself off mute when you said that.
Douchebag in a Denali don't know how to get off someone's butt.
Yeah, well.
All right. My bad. I didn't mean it.
Oh, God.
I meant that, but I didn't mean it for you guys to hear it.
Gotcha.
Well, anyway, so yeah. I'm expecting to have a lot more issues with this lady about this stupid fence. I don't mind moving my fence, honestly, but I just don't have the money to put up a fence right now. If I did, it would already be up.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I made some killer bonuses this month, but it's not. I got other ideas, and it's got 4 wheels and it's black.
I mean,
my fence can wait.
Right.
You might be a little loud for her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna love that thing. She'll love it when it's done.
Yeah.
That's why I said if she wanted to pay for that section of fence to put the two, like her fence and my fence at the same time, I'd be okay with that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because then I don't have to worry about my dogs getting out.
Right.
And then I'll worry about the side fences later because they would be like this.
Yeah.
at that. Well, like this, actually, this would be the back fence, and then this would be a little bit of chain link sticking back. But she just wants.
It's just as simple as cutting it and moving,
Yeah, at that point. But I mean, I would just leave it until I'm ready to move the whole thing, and
Right.
then, I don't know what it costs to put up a fence. I haven't even looked into the material.
It is not cheap.
Well, I would do all the work myself.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how much.
I don't know.
My sections are 10 foot. The posts are 10 foot apart. Not.
I was going to say, how big is your fence when it comes to how many sections do you think at 10 feet?
Hold on. 19.
19, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
So 190 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. It's
my
gonna
whole
be pretty
yard,
expensive.
my entire yard from the curb to the back fence, 270 feet.
I meant just the back section.
I know,
Let's just
about
call it just the
190.
back section. So
I'm cutting off, well, from the very front gate all the way to the back, about 190 feet.
is that's the section on her side? What I mean is not her side.
Oh, no, that's like 60 feet. Like,
okay.
5
So
or 6.
even if you were to just replace that back section, let's just say
It's about 60 feet.
you're talking 60 feet. So that's 6 sections at 10 feet. Each one of those, I bet if you were to look it up on Home Depot or whatever and do it, my guess is you're looking at, I don't know how much per section. I bet we could figure it out pretty quick.
You got about 3/4 of an acre?
About a quarter.
About a quarter? Okay.
Yeah. It's 0.27. So actually, I think it's a little over an acre, or a quarter of an acre. It's like real close.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Now, would you want on a panel? Are you talking about keeping it chain link? Or are you talking about going with like wood or
wood
vinyl? What'd you say? Wood? Because you want privacy, right? Like a privacy type fence. I wonder if I can look it up that way. Privacy pen. Okay, panels. All right. So that's final. Okay, so 8 feet tall. No, wait a minute. 3.5 feet. That's got to be. How many feet tall are you talking about that you want it?
Hold on.
Some of these aren't too bad, but other ones are like, holy smokes.
Minimum 6 feet.
Minimum 6 feet tall?
Yep.
So if you're looking at 6 feet tall.
Now, I don't know about Ohio, but most places, if you have any kind of pool or anything like that, you have to have a minimum of 6 feet.
Sorry, I had to change into shorts. My freaking legs are sweating my butt off. Does this have DIY project oh, here we go, project calculator.
That's what Archie is doing right
Mostly
now.
all vinyl. You said wood, right?
Yeah, I found the fencing calculator on here. Perimeter, number of corners, 4. Gates, 1. Linear feet. Perimeter of fence, including like perimeter of fence. So that would be the total of 270.
Number of linear feet. Yeah.
So, I mean, like fencing like this is like, and that's wood. You're talking between $60 and $120 for an 8-foot section by 6 feet tall. And that's just basically a picket fence, but they're all touching each other, so you can't see through them. But You can get them spruce, pine, fir, flat top, stockade wood fence type stuff, $60. But again, that's 6 foot by 8 foot section. So times however many to make up that 60-foot spot just for the back alone.
Dude, this is saying 3.5 foot. What the hell?
3.5 foot tall. You want bigger than that. It just depends on how tall you want it.
6 foot.
Yeah. So if you want it 6 foot, just go further down on the list there. I just put in wood.
It doesn't. It just says wood, 8 foot or 6 foot width. Nominal panel height.
Right
3.5.
there.
That's the only option.
No.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Are you looking at? Are you looking at?
Hold on. Right here. See, right here. 3.5. Nothing else. No other option. Like piss off. Can't do it.
Choose your options. Oh, you're building it on there. Enter measurements.
Yeah, and it's there. You
have it under wood. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
What's the next one under the wood though? What's that say right there?
Finish cedar. Either that or this.
The one right under wood. What's that say?
8 or 6 foot width.
Oh, that's width.
Yeah, width. It gives me this privacy fence. Some of them recommended are partially unavailable. Another store, you idiot.
I wonder if
what the hell is that?
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at them here, and it's showing. I mean, just depending on the type you're getting, what it's made out of. 79, 88, spruce and pine.
Yeah, see, it's still saying the same shit.
But again, that's not installed. That's not anything. That's just a panel 6 feet by 8 feet long.
Yeah, vinyl, I can get 6 foot. I can't do, what the hell is that? Oh, I can do vinyl? Ooh, I don't want vinyl.
Yeah, but look at the price.
Oh, I want wood. $88 a foot. Like this, like not that. I don't, but touching together.
Yeah, they call it stockade fence if you get the kind with the corner up on top.
Steps to build a fence: buy materials, do your homework, lay out your fence, dig your post hole, set your post, attach. Finish the fence. But yeah, that's what I want. A nice tall,
Yeah.
6 foot. Don't look in my yard. I got my own thing going on here over here. But apparently I need to go into the store because I'm gonna.
I wish we had one out here at our apartment building. It's ridiculous.
You know what? Let me try Lowe's. My dad loved Lowe's much better. So let's see.
I mean, I'm definitely seeing on Home Depot. I'm definitely seeing full 6 foot, sections. But it just depends on what kind you're looking at. I'm not looking at the build your own here. I'm just looking at buying it section at a time. Like if you wanted to go pick up X amount of sections.
Mm-hmm.
They're in panels, like you know what I mean.
Fencing and
pre-made. You just pick them up, hook them together. Boom.
Wood fencing. I can just buy the pieces and wood fence panels, like full on.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Wood privacy fence panels. If you look that up, you'll see what you're looking at. That's
6 foot by 8 foot pressure treated pressure. Oh Jesus! Pine dog ear. So it's like the top goes kind of diagonal, straight, and diagonal, and you know what I mean. So that's pretty much what I want.
Yep.
$74 per section.
Yeah.
So
you'll need
8 foot sections. So
that's what
8 foot, not 10.
Right.
They don't make 10 foot.
No, yeah, you'd have. That's what I was saying. I thought it was by 10 foot, but it's 8 foot. So you'd have to multiply that by however much to get your 100 and whatever feet, and then
Wait a minute. This says.
I mean, maybe she'd be willing to put a little money into it. Like maybe she'd be willing to pay for part of your fence if it meant she got what she wanted. You know what I mean? I wonder if she'd be willing to throw $1,000 or $2,000 into your building of your fence all the way around if it meant she got to keep her foot. You know what I mean? By you redoing your fence. I don't know.
But again, like that would be great. if I was ready to do the fence, but I'm not ready to do
Right.
it. I'm still in discussion with my neighbor Dave to my right about do I go with a privacy fence or do I go with the shadow box on that side? Because basically, I told him I would pay if he bought the fence, I would pay the labor. But now I'm thinking maybe the reverse because I don't know which would cost more. I'd have to go price it out.
Yeah, it's
measure
expensive
it,
to have done. I can tell you that. I have a buddy that owns a fence.
Well, that's if I pay the labor, but I can do it myself. Like,
right.
It's not that hard to dig a hole, put a freaking post.
Yeah, but no one's going to want to go buy go spend $2,000-$3,000 on fence for you, and then have you put it in. I mean, what's the point of doing that? If I own property next year, I wouldn't pay you money to go do that.
Well, here's what
I can do it myself.
Hold on.
It for your
you
property.
You say that now, but he's trying to sell this house for a profit.
Yeah.
So he wants me to take my fence down, so he can have a nicer fence to make his property go up in value.
Right.
If I let him put a fence up, I lose my fence. He gets a fence.
Right.
So if I'm willing to do the labor, and you're buying the fence, and it ends up being yours for when you sell the house, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, maybe I should rethink this.
Well, maybe, but I guess the only problem with that is you're still left with the problem of now he just made more money on his house because it's his fence. But what happens when that homeowner comes and decides they don't want a fence, or they want to move it, or they want to do whatever, and now you can't say much because you don't own it?
Well, no. If they took it down and I got a permit to put up a fence before they did?
Yeah, I mean,
then it goes back to me again.
Bunch of ifs. You know what I mean? That's your. I wouldn't want to stress about it, but
that's why I assume just not even take my fence down until I'm ready to put up another fence, because I'm going to get my permits in hand.
Yeah,
ready.
And you have a fence. I mean, your fence is up. It keeps your dogs in. So, when it comes back down to it, you've got your fence. Whatever anybody else wants to do, that's fine. But you've got your fence. You've got your yard. Your dogs stay in it. Nobody can really say anything. Worst case scenario, they got to build 2 feet off. I mean, there's, you know what I mean? So you don't have to do anything. It would be more along the lines.
And the fact that it's inside my property line means I legally do not have to do a damn thing. She can bitch and moan.
Yeah.
But now, and this is where I'm like, call me an ass if you want, but if she hadn't have been such a rude person to me, and that's the nicest way I can say it, a rude person, I would have signed off with no problem. Go ahead, put a fence up. But now you're sitting there. Hello, Kira. Now you're going to be rude to me. Then when I ask you for the small favor of just call me when the surveyor gets there so I can try and be home.
Right.
Because if I found out that day, like if I had taken the day off, I would have literally yanked the fence up that day for her.
Yeah.
So that I would keep the actual fence post and all that and just move it a foot in and just put it right back down. But she didn't want to do that. She wanted to leave me in the cold. And she knew damn well that it was 2 feet off the line, one way or the other.
Yeah.
2 fences had to be 2 feet. Hey, Silver Scorpion, welcome back.
Hey, how's it going?
Party animals, man. Yeah. I'm drinking a bang, not a beer, but
Property line, fence stock.
Yeah. Serious stuff here.
How's that print coming?
It's there.
Is it still going? Yeah.
It's there.
I didn't know if it had finished or not. That's all.
It's not done yet, but you can see it now.
Yeah.
You can see it's about.
Nice.
Wait, let me see. About that thick.
Nice.
Actually, yeah. Right now, it's about 3/4 to that.
Nice.
3/4 of that. I should have made it thinner, but my surprise would have been cut in half.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I hope, Brian, I really want to show you what it is, because I don't know if if Imelda, does she say it Ilda or Elda?
Imelda.
Like I-L, Imelda?
Imelda.
That's right, Kira. Rip his fingers off. Imelda. So Imelda may not understand what I put on here because I don't think she's watched the stream when Shadow would come in, when I was on stream. So
I'm sure you can explain it.
Did that have to do with that damn cat?
Maybe. Maybe.
I already told her about that.
Yeah,
she just
like every time. The cat and the damn train, man. Holy cow. Like they know how to just press my buttons. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, and I told her about the trains too.
Oh my God. Oh, crap. I got to email Sir Gold. I totally forgot about him. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I haven't even checked my email in like 7 years. Oh God. I'm
Dang
so.
it. Just a 2002 thing.
Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta pull the plug, guys. I gotta be up at 5.
I gotta do that too here pretty quick.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday. 1:30.
Yeah, I got a kid to wake up at 5 so I can go do robotics again tomorrow.
That's so cool. I love that stuff. I think that's so cool. Is it part of school and stuff, or?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, if you ever need any help,
They had
let
offered
me
that
know.
when I
I
was in
happen to
school.
know a little bit about electronics.
all right.
I got a little bit of just I happen to be a scientist myself.
Hey, a wee bit of mad scientist there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you
I
should
know
see some
nothing.
of the crap I've made. But yeah.
All right.
Anyway, have a good one. We'll catch you next
Yeah.
time.
Top round.
I'll have a stream announcement video out tomorrow. We'll be rolling at 2:00 on Sunday.
Now Sunday I'll be doing a birthday stream. I'll probably be either before then or way after then. I haven't figured out what time though.
Yep. I figure with 2 boxes, I'll probably be running at least until 5:30 my time.
Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Have a
good night, though.
then, if not before.
Yep.
Good seeing you as always, Scott Prowl Coins.
Yeah, man. We'll see you, Taz and Monkey King.
Have a good one.
Yep.
I saw that Samurai Ken. I'll definitely I'll check out your video afterwards. I just was I have a hard time watching 2 things at once. But I'll definitely check it out afterwards.
You can't multitask, people?
Yeah, a little bit here and there, but not too well. The later it gets, the harder the less I can multitask.
I've been up since 5 o'clock yesterday. Well, still technically today for me.
Yeah.
And
3:30 for me. Yesterday
I don't
morning.
remember anymore. It's just a big blur.
I didn't sleep real well last night.
I don't think they'll be going to do inventory tomorrow, so I may be going metal detecting.
Oh, there you go.
My car's not going to make it to where I would like to go.
Oh.
Suppose it's an hour away, but I got to take highway.
What's wrong with your car?
Your car doesn't like highways, or?
I think the flywheel is worn. And if I get to like 55, 60 miles an hour, I'm pegged at 3,000 RPMs.
Huh.
Wait, say that again.
When I drive,
Mm-hmm.
when I get to 55 miles an hour, it's pegged at 3,000 RPMs.
What's your red line?
6.
So
That's not a flywheel problem.
sounds like a transmission, like not shifting into
you're
that
not,
last gear.
you're not getting into overdrive.
Do you have an overdrive button?
No, I got Here, hold on.
Do you have the automatic shifter where you can shift the gears by pressing the shifter up or down or side to side or something like that?
No. Hold on. I'm switching to.
Yeah, let me see your shifter. Hold on.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what
I
it
mean,
sounds
come
like
on
to
now.
me.
Like, brush that off.
Granny.
Yeah.
Park.
Okay. RNDL1.
Yeah, 1, and then it goes overdrive 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, because it's like drive and overdrive are like together basically. It
No.
sounds to me like it's not. It doesn't
This
have
is-
that fourth gear
This
or whatever.
one here. Okay. That's reverse.
Yeah,
That's neutral.
yeah.
That's drive. That's front 1, 2.
So
I'm all the way back.
so there's
Do
no
you have
overdrive.
any buttons on that button on what you're holding? Is there any buttons on that?
Huh.
No.
There's no buttons on that?
Nope. It's 2011.
Man, it just sounds like it should have one more gear.
No, it's in the overdrive. It's in the drive. It's
Yeah.
there. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not kicking in. So I would. How many miles?
142,000.
I would not do a trans flush on that thing. It would just ruin it. But it's definitely a transmission problem because if you're at $3,000, that's not shifting into overdrive.
Yeah.
Can you?
That's like
Can
my
you
truck
count
if I
the
take it out of
gears as they-
overdrive.
Hold on there, Partridge. Can you count the gears as they shift while you're driving?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, next time you get up to highway speed or when you get up to 55, no
Well,
less
let's take
than
a look.
55.
Let's take a
Count.
small.
Okay, well, just count the gears as it shifts. And you don't have to gun it, just ease it on up to 55 and tell me every time it shifts.
He's got the RPM gauge too, so you should be able to see it.
I'm gonna try to put my phone up there.
Well, that's why I say. Well, now we're looking at the speedometer or the odometer. All right, that's a little better, but let me know when you're going. Hold on. One. Well, you got to tell me when it's shifting.
It shifted after that first one, and then once I get to about 2, it'll drop back to 1, and there's the second shift.
Yeah, but it's bouncing, so that means you're bouncing the throttle. Yeah, see, you've stopped and taken off. You need to be on the freeway.
I'm at a red light.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That doesn't help me because you got to tell me when you're getting on the freeway.
I'm trying to get to the freeway.
When you get onto the ramp, pull off to the side for a second before you get on the freeway. Like once you turn onto the ramp, turn off to the side. Let people pass you if you have to, but put your phone up there or just count it as it shifts. While you're doing that, I'm gonna look up what that thing is. 2011.
2011 Dodge Avenger, Main Street.
Avenger what?
Main Street.
What is that?
That's the brand. When I go look at parts and whatnot, there's like 6, 7 subcategories.
No, what size engine?
2.4 liter.
4-cylinder.
This is the dumbest review I've ever read. Pros: strong V6 engine. Cons: underwhelming 4-cylinder engine.
Yeah. Dodge isn't known for their 4-cylinder greatness.
No.
I'm on highway.
Okay. Did you stop and then take off, or did you just start going?
Oh, I had to take off because there's no real stop area.
You got to be able to stop so you can count out the shifts. Because without it, I can't. I have no idea what you're doing. You're just driving at that point.
All right. I'm gonna wait till people pass. I'm still in drive. I'm going. There's 3.
Yeah.
4. I'm at 50 miles an hour, and there's 5.
Set the cruise.
I can't set the cruise.
Why?
I haven't had cruise in over 3 years.
That might be part of it. That might be part of it.
Hold on. Do you have an ABS light on? Yeah, I see lights on. I see all kinds of lights on.
Check engine light and air pressure because one of my tires is a slow leaker.
All right, do you have one that says ABS?
Yeah, but it's not on.
What is that engine light on for?
Because there's another there was another one that came up years ago, but I never had a chance to fix it.
Do you have the code?
P0405, I think.
P0405.
That's what I was given.
Hold on, P04.
I'm not a mechanic.
I am.
I've got 2 uncles on my mom's side, an uncle on my dad's side, and my dad as all mechanics.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up EGR valve. So that I would just grab from a junkyard, honestly, if it's $10. But that's not really going to do much. It would cause an issue at highway speeds, but not. I don't think it would cause a shifting issue because that just recirculates some of the burnt gases to cool down the cylinders.
You see that I'm at 55 miles an hour, and I'm taking at 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah. Can you go any faster?
Yeah. He has to be careful there.
No, I mean, like, can you get to 70 and it doesn't go any higher?
I got to 60 and it started climbing back down. I'm at 60 miles an hour, and I'm over 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah, well, that just seems like a high revving engine. Because I had a V6 2.5 liter that went at 60 miles an hour was at $3,000, and I hated it.
Yeah.
It was just a small ass V6 and it sucked. Like it just.
But there's times where I will say this, Will. There's times where it will, if I don't maintain constant acceleration, it will, stutter like it's not grabbing.
Hold on.
That's wrong. I apologize for the noise. I got a hole in a plastic window. My car is beat. And when I get to my next location, I'll step outside and show you.
I've had a few like that myself.
My car hood is being held by
like a ratchet strap or something.
Yeah, well, it's not even a ratchet. It's one of those hand ratchets where you kind of pull and it cinches tight.
Oh yeah.
But so what I do is I loop it on the hook, on the little loop that's supposed to be hooked into the to keep it from flying, and
stuck on.
Yeah. hold on a second. Stop.
I'm trying to picture what my truck, if I have it in tow mode, it never really gets down really low. Like, it doesn't have that overdrive. You know what I mean? It just kind of.
Do you see the spider webs?
Oh yeah.
That's Black Lives protest.
1.5 hours.
That's a fist. That's a foot.
Okay.
Hey, do me a
And
favor.
then
Do me a favor. Let me know next
there's
time.
my
Let me know when you get up to 40 next time what your cruise at 40 and tell me what your RPM is next time you do it.
usually I'm around 2.5.
Okay. I just read a video or watched a video. It says it was a speed sensor. Change the speed sensors, and they're not that hard to get to. You just gotta like maybe have a jack or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'll
Hey,
put a copy
you got
of
my
it.
email, right, Will?
I think so. Hold on. I'll send you the link to the video.
All right. Yeah. If you
what
don't
is
mind,
your
I
email?
would like to pick your brain about this. You know,
What's your email?
Zachary ZACHARY.
Zachary Lane.
Yeah,
got
127 Yahoo.
What
So
the heck
that's
is that?
this was the Psycho Black Chick X.
Yep.
I
I just sent you the video.
Here's the front.
Well, that's your problem right there. I'm just messing with you.
You know, this is literally I've got it to where this ain't moving. You know, I could be going 80 miles an hour and that's not going to move.
I feel like a $500 car might be a better choice. Hey, let's just restart.
So,
you know, I got
So
a
the
Ford
reason-
Ranger in my backyard. My brother's trying to sell for cheap.
a what?
A Ford Ranger.
I had a Ranger. And they're what year?
1 minute. It was a Monroe parts truck. Basically, they bought it brand new. He bought it 48,000 miles for like $700, and then just kind of put a bunch of miles on it, and then he's just.
I haven't even put 100,000.
Can I put it in your yard?
No.
Hold on.
So the mileage that I have on this is original miles.
Wow.
That number there,
Yeah.
at 142,076, that is original miles on this car. When I got this car, it only had 53,000 miles.
Yeah.
I haven't put 100,000 on this thing.
Yeah, but it looks like. Did anybody else drive it?
The Psycho Black bitch.
Because I mean, you know, she may have beat the hell out of it. That's all I was saying. Because it's the only thing I'm thinking.
I wouldn't doubt the least bit.
Yeah.
But most of the damage is my cause.
Yeah.
Except for, that window. The front windshield is cracked all the way across because the hood flew up.
How the hell did you get that thing inspected?
What do you mean inspected? I lived back east when I had this car.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They didn't.
I haven't registered it.
It's a 99.
Oh. Huh. My truck is a 2012. It's in perfect shape, other than a few dents and I have a rotted. What do they call it? The right under the doors there. I'm drawing a blank. My head. It's too late. So there's a couple of spots of rust in there that punched through. And they wouldn't inspect it this year. Thing runs perfect, brand new brakes, brand new front end, brand new everything. But because of that little rust thing underneath, they wouldn't do it.
For the most part, I have, back east, when I was back east, I basically just registered every year and that was it.
Yeah.
But my car was in a lot better shape before I moved here to Washington. Now that it's, and I'm not staying here. I'm moving again. So
yeah. I'm just wondering what you could find for a few $100,
Yeah, well,
anybody's sometimes people will go get a new rig and they don't get their trade-in value, so they just hold on to it and sell it for whatever, you know. And
well, that's the other thing that I wanted to say is that I own this thing outright.
Yeah.
Grandma paid this car off 6 months before she died.
Yeah.
So this is, there's
you got sentimental things going on.
Grandma rides with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's grandma and that's mom.
Yeah.
And that's my little pendant. But
sure.
Grandma's been in my car since she died. You know, I know that I should, but if I do, I want a truck. Yeah. Because I live in my car, guys. I'm a single guy that,
Define truck.
I've had trucks. I had a Mazda pickup back in 99, 88, 99. I ran it
which
into
is basically the same thing as a Ford. The Mazdas.
Yeah.
I loved my Toyota. I had a Toyota I loved so much. Oh my God. That thing, I way overworked that thing, but I loved it. Loved it.
But,
So here, let me ask you this. What do you think of this vehicle just because?
Oh, yeah. You're right. I remember you talking about that.
Not the wrong year, though. I typed in 10 and it gave me an 11, so I don't know what the hell.
Same difference, though.
Yeah, it's identical. So that's why I said define truck. Because some people might consider
a Jeep is a truck. That would be something that I could haul. That's basically what I want a vehicle for. I want to be able to haul again.
Haul what?
When I get moved, I'm gonna start dumpster diving again.
Yeah, that's why I say define haul. Let's define truck. Let's define haul.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Are we just picking up crap to sell and trade and barter?
I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. I have ideas that I would like to do, but being a single person.
The reason why I ask is I bought this 2010. This is an 11, a 2010 identical to this from my nephew for $850. Now I haven't done nothing to it. Nothing. It fires up, runs beautifully, drives great. The only problem is the transfer case is shot. So full drive does not work.
I'm not worried about full drive.
The transfer case has to be replaced because it is in line with the transmission. It's like $300 for a used one or something like that. Even a new one, I think, isn't that much. It's like $500 for a new one. But if I fix it, I'm going to have that and the full drive repaired, and but somebody chopped off one of the two catalytic converters. So no matter what I do, I'm probably going to end up putting a cat on it first, or last. I don't know.
Depending on the state you're in, you may not have to worry about it.
Well, I do because I'm in Ohio. I'm in Cleveland. Cleveland has a stupid thing. After 25 years.
Yeah, same with us. Ours is after 15, I think. I think ours is 15. You don't have to worry too much about it,
But yeah, this thing, it's like, do I try and fix it and sell it, or keep it, or just sell it for what I paid and just get my money back and let someone else fix it up because the body's in great shape.
Yeah,
it just has higher mileage, but the thing runs great. Like there's one thing I've always been good at is hearing an engine for the way it sounds and knowing if it's going to have an issue soon. This sounds like better than my Avalanche, and my Avalanche is an 02 with way less mileage. And like I'm kind of bummed out about that.
Ask your brother what he wants. If he's trying to sell the Ford, I can fly back and drive back.
He wants 12 for the Ford Ranger, and I told him he's insane. He should ask 5 and be done with it. Just
so go somewhere in the middle. Tell him you got someone that'll buy it for 7.
To me, I wouldn't want anyone to pay more than 5 for it. I don't care if it's for me or anyone else.
Okay,
I don't. Just as a mechanic,
yeah,
no. It has new tires and he's done the brakes and it runs good, but it's not a $1,200 truck. It's a beater. It's a
my car was
beater, but it runs
$700.
good. You know what I mean? It was a parts truck. Basically, it drove from parts store to parts store, or from Monroe Muffler and Brake to Monroe Muffler and Brake. And you know what they're throwing in there? Rotors, and they're denting the shit out of the bed of the truck. It's, although it is, I mean, it's a 99, it's 20 years old now, but like they really didn't drive it that far.
Right.
But it's just a parts truck, really. I mean, it's a driving parts truck. Like, it's meant to just haul shit around.
Well, sounds like it would work out perfect for Zach in comparison, because if he's looking to do
what
stuff
he's trying to do, like after seeing the front end of that car,
Rangers get pretty good gas mileage too.
Oh yeah,
that's why he kept it so long. But the one thing that I have an issue with is that with the Rangers is that they skid easily.
You know what?
What do you mean?
I had a 2001. I had a 2001 that I spun out 3 times the first week that I had it in snow.
What did you have tires on it though?
Because it's not 4-wheel drive. They're 2-wheel drive, so they slide. They'll still. Well,
I literally hit an ice patch and damn near did a 360. And
I can tell you though, if you have good tires,
which this thing has, these have brand new tires.
If you have good tires, my son had a 2011. It was the last year they made. The thing had a ton of miles on it, but the old man that owned it put brand new tires on the thing, and then would put sandbags in the back, like over the back wheels. My son drove that thing. I'm telling you. I mean, yeah, if you slam on the gas, you're gonna slide a little, but not.
I'm going into a specialty store. I put it on mute and no camera, so I'll be back.
All right. Mm-hmm. I gotta let you guys go anyway. It's almost 2:00, so I will talk to you all soon. And I'm sure I'll catch you Sunday for sure, man.
Actually, I think I'm gonna get out of here as well. I see Tasman's over there, frozen against the.
He's getting the bed ready. It looks like.
Yeah, I thought Emilda lay down and he put the cat statue in the way of her laying in the bed.
Oh,
that's what I thought.
Maybe
was going on over there.
Maybe.
No, because I was online. She went out there.
Oh, well, that's all right. I'm gonna end this here, because he's getting ready to go to sleep. He's in the gas station. You're making a bed, and my dogs are wanting to get into my bed and go to bed. So
right, yeah.
They're actually on the couch right now. They're actually being really good. But as soon as I get off of here and get up and start moving, they're gonna they're gonna follow me in there. This is almost done. Let me see if I can give you a little view of this.
Nice.
I mean, it's.
Excuse me.
You just send me you can text me a picture.
What?
You can just text me a picture in the morning.
Well, we'll be thinking of you, Brian. That's for sure, man. Definitely.
I gotta go put him back on the mantle.
Well, this will be done soon, and I will. Damn it! I wanted to tell you what I did, the secret thing I did to it, but maybe I'll just have you send it to you. And don't. You got to be live when you. This will give you a reason to go live or something, or at least come in and we'll do the background thing. Where I just end the stream and everybody's still here.
Right.
And then you can look for the secret on it and see if you can find it.
Yeah.
And then let me know it. And maybe have Emilda. I don't know if she'll know what it is, though.
He will,
but I don't know if she will. The thing is actually meant more for her. I mean, it's for both of them, but because she seems to be more. She's very, very, very attached to her pets.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like this is more for her grieving than anyone's. But the hidden surprise that's in there is damn camera is more for him because he knows what it is, but I don't know if Emilda does.
Well,
I
if
hope
that's
she
what I
does.
was talking about, she does know.
I hope so.
Because if it's what I'm thinking it is, I told her about it and she laughs about it.
See, I won't know till you find it. I know it's getting close to being done though. It's okay. Never mind. It's at 66%, so it's got a few layers to go.
Yeah.
Like
So it's got a little ways.
It's not even done with the top layer. Like the very top layer hasn't finished yet. Right now, it's like doing sections of it. My God. Did you know that the calculator would want me to charge to make something that big with that many grams, like over $100?
Really?
Like this by itself, this one little fecal, like $30 or so. I'm like, that seems a bit much.
Yeah.
But whatever. I think my prices are more reasonable when it comes to that stuff. I can't wait till this is done because I want to see it. I mean, the shape of it is great. Like it looks so much better in like this than on the image. The hell's that? You just move the chair. Is that the dog?
That's the dogs.
All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Have a great night, everybody.
All right.
Thanks as always. We'll talk to you soon for sure, man.
Have a good one.
All right. Later.
We're out of here as well. Monkey King, I'm going to remove you from here. Just hit me up on email, and I'll try and help you figure something out with that. If you want to take I'll send you a video or something of the truck if you want to just get an idea of what's up with it. If you're interested, I'll get you info. If not, no big deal. It's my brother's truck. And so I will catch you later. Have a good one. And then Taz, again, I am so sorry about what happened. I hope you guys like this. I mean, obviously you know what it's going to be, but I hope you guys like it when it's done. Hope you enjoy it and all that. I hope it's adds some comfort, And don't forget, Sunday I'll be back on doing something. I don't know what. For the birthday stream thing. And then what else was I going to say? I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to pop the stream on to reveal this thing. So if you can get Emilda in at least long enough to see it, I'll pop on the stream, have you jump in, and then go. Have a good night, John Francis, Samurai Ken, Silver Scorpion, Adam May, anyone else that has been watching tonight. What was the last part?
Yoshi.
Miyoshi, yep, Miyoshi, and Copper Owl, Z Rich. Oh yeah, I gotta try and get that out for him tomorrow. Z Rich Coins. Try and get your package out tomorrow.
Hello. I can't remember the guy.
Yeah, Samurai Ken or Titus A or something like that. I just call him Samurai Ken because that's what I saw before. Or Ken, whichever one he prefers. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Tomorrow I'll be back on to reveal the finished product for you. So right. I might do a live stream long enough to show it, but then end it shortly to do a backstage kind of thing. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. My eyes are starting to burn, and these dogs are probably going to just attack me as soon as I get up. So I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully. So have a good night, and
All right.
I'll
Talk to you
talk to
later.
everyone later.
All right.
Bye-bye.